That's what it smells like? It smells like home.
I'm afraid our guest isn't feeling too well. We should calm down and lower our voices, yes?
You can raise yours. I want to hear it a little bit more. Goodness gracious, oh me, oh my. The time has come to take what's ours or yours. Raven Star Games, beautiful people, in a world on the verge of collapse. Will love be the key to your freedom or the first chapter of your downfall?
This timeless life of mine.
By your fate.
I'll be by your side to keep you safe.
Ooh!
If you want to survive, you better learn how to get back up quickly.
I
Come
wouldn't
on.
want our arrangement to cause you any pain.
What matters is it worth risking your life to find out?
I will remember you.
Maybe we could just care about each other instead.
Come on, voice acting! Raven Star. Ooh. I just got chills because that gave me Twilight Princess vibes. The music. Mm. Today I bring another demo to the channel. I've been enjoying playing demos. I don't know, it's like hors d'oeuvres, like, you know, just a little variety instead of diving into something just yet for the long haul. But I've been liking trying out different things in these demos, and today we have Lost in Limbo. I was perusing through itch.io the other day, like looking for something different to play or try out. And the first thing that caught my eye with this game was the beautiful art, like the characters. Honestly, I'm like, damn, who is this fine group of people here? And that led me into reading what it was about. Let's face the nightmares of your childhood and unveil the truth behind your summoning to the realm of Limbo. Fight your way back home with the help of 7 deities sworn to protect you. Will love be the key to your freedom or the first chapter of your downfall? What could this mean? Why? You know what, I was gonna say, why would love be, why would love cause downfall? But there are several reasons why that could be, so I get it. Honestly, the discussion of nightmares of your childhood. I'm very big on like inner child work, reparenting, and things in that realm. So that's what drew me into this, honestly. And I'm not gonna do too much yapping. I'm just gonna go ahead and dive into it to see what this is about. Before we go in, I did want to do the content warning. So content warnings: violence, death, mild horror, body horror, mild jump scares, disturbing imagery, lashing images, mistreatment of the MC, and please note that this game is rated 17 plus. Personally, for my channel, I prefer 18 plus. Yeah, really older, but at least like adult. This game contains flashing lights that may make it unsuitable for people with photosensitivity. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting over here thinking that was like, what was it, River and Winchester? I'm sitting over here thinking that's a damn, like, species to choose. I was wrong. Okay, it's okay, we made it. Natali, Inuka, she, her, continue. Are you sure this cannot be changed? I am absolutely positive. Let's go. In my dreams, I see a black tower. It has no beginning and no end, no doors and no windows, no past and no purpose. It was there before our kind took its first breath, and it will be there for long after we take its last. It knows not of time or reason. It is greater than life and truer than death. I used to be afraid of it. Every time I closed my eyes, it was there, waiting, immobile, and ever present. I often wonder what it wanted from me. As infinite as it was, it lacked a voice. My questions remain unanswered night after night. Now I know. I should have listened more closely. It was a clear warning, one I was determined to ignore. Even if the answer had been right before me, would I have been willing to understand? Would I have been able to turn my back on what was dearest to me? Voice. Oh, yes, I do wonder, why am I telling you this now? Maybe even after everything, I still harbor love for you in my heart. You think you outsmarted me, don't you? What will come next is inevitable. You are only delaying what was written in the foundations of the universe long, long ago. This was bound to happen. You are meant to fail, and I am meant to succeed. So why do you insist on continuing this charade? Are you truly this desperate? Or have you finally gone mad? I see. You think of yourself as special, don't you? The chosen one, the savior, the hero. It must hurt, knowing that you are none of those things. It must make you lie awake at night, knowing someone else has now what once was yours. What is crueler than having no place to go, but having no one to be? And yet, you say nothing. Even now, as you stand at the edge of the abyss, you refuse to so much as mumble a word. You could beg for forgiveness, for help, but you won't. Time is not on your side, betrayer. You will soon have to face me. I will erode the hope of those who denied me. I will feed the fear of the disloyal and the broken. And when they look to the sky begging for salvation, they will hope to see me. And my wanderer, my dear wanderer, will be the key to a new and glorious birth. Remember, betrayer, the Midnight Tower is not my prison. It is my fortress. This is making me think of the Dragon Prince, Erebos, I believe. Erebos? Huh? I fell asleep. This is a cute ass little spot here. This is so cute. I wiped the drool off my chin with the back of my hand. The lobby of the occult and esoteric shop is as empty as it was when we got here. Oh, we went to a shop and I fell asleep? The old clock marks more than an hour since Evie disappeared behind that door to get a tarot reading. No one has come in or out since. The cheap, whimsical playlist coming out of the speakers of the waiting room is the only company I have. Chances are, no one even knows I'm still waiting here. And yet, the first sensation that takes over me when the haze of sleep dissipates is that of someone watching me. I'm gonna turn the music down real quick, hold on. Chances are no one even knows I'm still waiting here. And yet, the first sensation that takes over me when the haze of sleep dissipates is that of someone watching me. It's been happening again recently. The buzzing in my nape, the disgusting tickle of 1,000 eyes digging in the back of my head, following me everywhere. It's a tower, right? Ugh. Why did I? Ugh. The blasted tower again. The dream is getting longer with each passing day, more detailed, more permanent. Now it even haunts my sporadic naps. If I close my eyes, what is crueler than having no place to go, but having no one to be? For as long as I can remember, this dream has been part of my life, an infinite tower decomposing in the bleeding night sky. It's a cryptic nightmare, typical of the imaginative mind of a kid, something you let go of when you get older, but I didn't. It lingered until I stepped out of Feyborn to live my own life. Then it disappeared without a trace. But since I moved back 2 weeks ago, it's been visiting most nights again, as if it had been waiting for me to return. I'm having thoughts, but I'm gonna keep it going so I can get more information in. I can't say I'm surprised it's back though. My mind has never been in a worse place than it is now. This feels so specific to myself. Jobless, broke, living back with my mom and grandmother in the old family house, waiting for my best friend to get tired of asking questions about her future to a stranger that allegedly has supernatural powers. And dealing with ominous dreams provoked by feelings of anxiety and dread. I'm sorry, y'all. I had that reaction because, as I said, this feels so specific. Okay. One therapist I saw had an interesting hypothesis. Having my grandmother constantly claiming the town is cursed may have had some effects on my brain as a kid. The scary tower was the result of it. Based on Grandma's superstitious thinking, the longer I stay here, the more evil rubs on me. That means I'm cursed by now, following that logic. And everyone else who lives here, you'd think they would notice that they were, if they were. Maybe if I believed in those kinds of things, it would bring some kind of relief. I could try to uncurse myself, if that's possible. Cleanse? Purify? I'm not sure what the word would be. A text from Evie, who should not be texting while she's getting her fortune read. What is this? I am the funniest person you know. A video. What's the memes? Attached to the text is a poorly taken photo of what seems to be a bunch of rocks thrown at the top of a round table. SFL, save for later. I don't think you're supposed to sneak a photo of... Anyways, girl. Yeah, nothing has changed. My lifelong best friend is still obsessed with the occult and is ecstatic to bring me along for the ride that I'm now that I'm back. My grandmother, who is close to 100 years, but has the spirit of a 25-year-old, keeps insisting the town is cursed and wants me gone again. The sooner the better. Please, Grandmama, looking out. My mother is on the verge of having a fist fight with that very same grandmother if she dares to pull another one of her stunts to protect us from evil spirits. The only sliver of normalcy I have in my life right now is my daily job hunting. Besides that, I've got nothing. At the end of the day, there's nothing in my mind but the gnawing fear of having made a mistake so far back in time that it's too late to fix. A business card slipped out of its neat stack on top of the table in front of me. A bunch of flashy flyers lay next to them. Fayborn is a dull little place, but it offers a stream of surprisingly affluent mystics, seers, and so on. This master Lysander has been the talk of the town for a while. It looks like he's trying to make a brand for himself with his expensive costumes and flamboyant aesthetics straight out of a fantasy book for teenagers. I put the business card back in place and pick up one of the flyers. Glitter falls from its pages and onto my lap when I open the thick, glossy fold-out paper. Master Lysander? Ugh. A wandering mage seeking knowledge and offering enlightenment. The solution to break the curse that falls on this city lies nowhere else but in my powerful mind. Do you have uncertainties? Do you feel lost? Master Lysander's readings have the answers. Get 15% off your first reading. Quiet the mind and the soul will speak. Abandon the mundane noise. Make your appointment now. Waiting list is 2 months. Damn. Happiness just a teardrop away. Interesting. Damn. My 14-year-old self would have loved this. Huh? A wandering mage seeking knowledge and offering enlightenment. The solution to break the curse that falls on this city lies nowhere else but in my powerful mind. No way. This man also thinks this town is haunted? That makes 2 people in all of Fayborn, which isn't much, but it's weird enough. I thought I was gonna say weird enough coincidence. Aha! Or maybe every place he visits is haunted. Convenient, am I right, Master Lysander? You could mean anywhere. Oh! 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 Who is this? Why you just pop in my face? Serving! I press the flyer against my chest. A door has opened with a rumbling thud and a shadowy figure stands at the other side of the room.
The reading can begin now.
Oh, you gonna do mine too? You look good. Look, ooh, you look magical. This is all like giving me vibes like the Erebos. I'm pretty sure that was just, let me make sure, just in case I'm lying. Yes, Erebos is so beautiful, and like this, all of this is giving me Erebos' vibe, or just the Dragon Prince. Like, it's a good series. It's such a good series, and I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. I think it's from the same, pretty sure it's from the same creators as Avatar, and you'll see a lot of like Easter eggs from Avatar in it. And I'm pretty certain whose voice actor was it? Oh, Sokka's voice actor is one of the main protagonists as well. So I highly recommend it. It's a great series. I went through a lot of emotions watching that series. But anyway, let's get back into this. For a moment, I don't know if they're talking to me or if another customer has come in during my lapse in attention. Oh. It only takes brief inspection to check there's no one else around though. It's just us. This way. Child, I don't know what voice. I know it got like voices that it does, and I just know I ain't gonna be able to match none up. They gesture with their arm, holding the door wide open in clear invitation. Oh, choices. You know what they say. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't quite understand that saying. I ain't never heard it before a day in my life. Politely decline. Nah, let's go. Oh well, it's either getting a tarot reading or wallowing in my misery while I wait for Evie to finish up. And that could take what, 3 hours? I wouldn't be surprised if Master Lysander kicks her out. Oh, Master Lysander is here, doing the reading. Before I can open my mouth, however, I remember something crucial. Sorry, I didn't book a session. My friend is already in there with your colleague, so...
On the house. Your soul looks like it craves some advice.
On the house. It craves some advice. Oh! I managed to not to make any word faces, as much as this is not my thing. I'm not about to laugh at it either, out loud at least. Oh, let's see what's up. My soul is kind of fine. You don't need to bother. Is it now?
Mind you, my colleague won't appreciate you digging a hole in our floor without good reason.
Their eyes are pointedly aiming at my leg. My rapidly bouncing leg. Oh, don't be calling me out. Don't be observing me so intently. I stop immediately, heat crawling up my face. Allow me to insist. Alright. Maybe I can get another funny prediction to add to the pile. Would be way more entertaining than sitting here staring at the ceiling for God knows how long. I stand up from my seat and their smile broadens. As I follow them, I give a last glance to the door. Evie disappeared behind. I'm sure I'll be done before she is anyway. Let's go. You're so pretty. Inside the room, the psychic stands in front of a bookshelf, their fingers hovering over the spines of the many books neatly tucked inside. It's a small place that barely has space to move around. The air is heavy, charged with different smells mixing together in a distinct perfume. Please, close the door and take a seat. I reluctantly look back at the waiting room. There's an odd pressure in my chest I can't get rid of. No, I've never been intimidated by places like this. I'm not about to start now. I push the door until it's sealed, sending a flurry of some kind of sparkling powder from the floor. Test. I think I'm good. Thank you. As I take my seat, the seer starts rummaging around. When they finally sit in front of me, they place a small book near the edge of the table. It's shabby, to say the least. The faded cover still has some visible white lines, but I can't make any sense of the drawings they used to form.
I have been waiting for you.
Miss Natali Inuka, you've been waiting for me. Did I give you my name? I don't think I gave you my name, and ooh. How, sir, ma'am, you, everything, how do you know? They smile slowly.
The one between told me about you. They knew you would come to me today.
And the one between that's a new one. A mortar and pestle join the book on the table, as well as a slim wooden box and an ink bottle with a brush seated on top. No need to be surprised. You, more than anyone else, should be familiar with the ways of the occult. My face drops a bit, but I'm quick to cover it up. By the way their grin widens, I can tell I failed. There's no way they know about me or my family. They're surely only reciting a speech that they use to impress every client that steps into this room. Discomfort worms its way into my chest, but inside it, there's the slightest spark of curiosity. Share your thoughts with me. My thoughts? The first thing crossing your mind. The key to getting acquainted with one's psyche lies in lies in I want to say spontaneity. I'm just gonna say it's spontaneity.
Your mind, your inner self, knows more about what haunts you than you do yourself.
You ate me up with that one. You right. Wait, before we start, I have to warn you. I don't believe in this stuff, this type of thing. Me not believe in this. Like, I don't mean to disrespect your work in the slightest, but you may be wasting your time with me. You don't really believe that, do you, Miss Inuka? There's a deliberately crafted balance inside you. You do not believe, but I can see you are quite sensitive to the ways of the common folk consider unorthodox. There's a pointed pause as they tilt their head. Ah, yes. That makes sense. Your family's influence, yes. My mouth opens to ask, but I stop myself. They know what I'm about to say, and I know what they would answer. The one between told me. You must know, then, how the minds of a chosen few are prone to connecting with unusual places and forces. The air becomes stiff and dense around me. The shadows behind their figures seem to elongate until I can make out the shape of the tower. You see, it's easier to enlighten the unbelieving than it is to take devotion away from the faithful. I want to go back. How do I go back? I want to go back. What is this? What? Yes. Oh. You see, it's easier to enlighten the unbelieving than it is to take devotion away from the faithful. Wow, that's like the if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. Oh. I assume you're planning to enlighten me then. You are an interesting individual, Miss Inuka. We both have our reasons to walk the paths we chose. That we do. Now, as much as I would be ecstatic to discuss this further with you, shall you indulge me? I am very interested in what that mind of yours is hiding. The first thing crossing my mind, huh? Right now, there's a bunch of things I could think about. What does the one between say about me? How's the town cursed exactly? What do you know about my family? I think that would be the first thing I'd want to inquire about. I'm interested in the others, but what is this this entity discussing with you about me? What are they saying about me? What can this one between tell you about me? If they know so much about me, you surely don't need to ask me. What you asking me for? If you suppose, you know I was coming, you know about my family, you know about this and that and my mind and all this, why are you asking me? They lean forward ever so slightly, and I find myself imitating them. They said you would pose a challenge, which I have already found out myself. Were you anyone else, I would have offered you my aid, but you truly are a special one. Fearless, confident. Life has tried to bend you the ways of others, and still you have prevailed. For a fleeting and heart-wrenching instant, we just look at each other. I can see it in the faint glints of their eyes. They're carefully minding their words, lest something slip. My. Some would think that you're flirting with me. Boisterous and carefree, they laugh, breaking their carefully studied role. Oh, you wonder! You are not here for love, however, are you? Definitely not. I'd say I'm here by pure chance. The one between doesn't believe in such a thing. That you are here today before me, just like they predicted, it can be nothing if not a matter of divine providence. I decide right here and now what's crossing my mind. All right, color me interested. Tell me about this patron of yours. They reach up to lower the veil over their face, but I catch the concealed dart of their tongue. My patron, the one between, they were once appointed as the watchtower of the universe. They ruled over a world akin to ours, where we committed sin after sin and strode away from the true meaning of life. The one between made sure their realm would never walk that path. There's a but somewhere. Staring at them, I can feel the words stuck in their throats, as if they were in mine, keeping me from breathing. I should not talk about them lightly, however. By contract, I'm bound to share only what they give me permission to. In other words, Master Lysander hasn't really written down the one between story, and if you say something you shouldn't, you may get fired, right? Oh! Fuck, I didn't mean to say that out loud. I'm sorry. Yes, you could very well say so. That was a kind of devious, little mischievous looking smile you had there, Seer. They were right about you. Care to share? They said you wouldn't have trouble speaking openly. That is very generous of your patron. I usually get mouthy instead. I'm afraid I would have to agree. The chuckle we share thankfully dissipates the tension that lingers in the air. Without another word, they open the last page of the notebook and pick up a silky red ribbon resting in the back cover. That mask over there, it looks like the one from JoJo's from the first season. The one that started everything with Dio. That's what that looked like, the vampire mask. Let us begin then. Begin? What has this been? Just a warm-up? Exactly. Under my vigilant stare, they tie one end of the ribbon around their wrist. They extend their hand to me next, leaving it on top of the table. Your hand, please. Oh, I hesitate. Something doesn't sit right with me. Look at me, just giving it up. Something doesn't sit right with me. It hasn't for a while now, but how does this person know so much about my life? It's impossible. Do I know them from somewhere? Are they an acquaintance of my family that I don't know about? Not even a stalker would know about the intimate parts of my childhood. At least that's what I want to think. I can't say I believe any of their words, but the shadow of doubt is starting to settle in my chest. Worst case scenario, Evie's been scammed and these people are weirdos. But what if this really does give me some answers? You seem to be particularly interested in me. I cannot deny that. What do you win with this? If I stood up and left now, what would you lose? My patron would be disappointed. I don't expect to recruit you or convert you. I merely wish to give you insight, to give you the choice you've never been granted. Let's make a deal then. If I go through with this, you'll let me ask you as many questions as I want, and you'll answer them. Their shoulders relax with a timid exhale.
I give you my word that after this whole ordeal is over, you will have the answers you seek.
Okay. Good. Not that their word means anything, but I'll take it for now. I place my hands on theirs, and to my utter disbelief, they flip it over. They don't seem interested in the line. Oh, they flip it over. They don't seem interested in the lines of my palm. Instead, they tie the other end of the ribbon around my wrist with delicacy and then dip the brush in the ink. As they do, I sneak my other hand into my pocket where my phone is, what I'm trying to take a picture to. If something happens, I just have to press the power button 5 times. Okay. Smart. Then it's 10 seconds of countdown until emergency services are notified. I sound crazy. Nothing's going to happen, but look, it is nothing wrong with being safe, okay? And just keeping that's smart thinking, keeping something like that in mind. The seer stops before the tip of the brush can touch my skin, their eyes finding mine. I give them permission with a curt nod. It's oddly fascinating. I thought I'd seen everything. Oil, water riddles, ashes, needles, but this is some new shit right here. I close my eyes, focusing on the almost soothing sensation of the brush caressing me.
Yes, relax. Let your mind wander far, far away, to places you never believed you could go.
Their voice is so captivating, it's impossible not to melt in my seat, concentrating on the feeling of the ink coating my skin. My hand is left on top of the table as they draw theirs away. The wood pressing under my fingertips throbs. On the black, empty canvas that covers my eyes, I see something slithering up, high in the sky. See it, connect with it. The tower. It materializes before me, so alive I could reach out and touch it. There's a lonely path carved in the mountains, disappearing behind a thick curtain of fog. What do you want from me? What are you? I hear a metallic shing, raising goosebumps on my limbs. I become aware of the silence of the rumbling of something beneath my feet. There's that strange tickle in the back of my neck again, slowly taking shape of a pair of eyes. Woo! Something pins my hand to the table? Ooh! My hand! Ah! The pain doesn't strike right away. Fear does. What? Wait, why? Ah! The blade of a knife stabbed through my palm, digging deep into the wood. Oh, blood seeps through the grooves and stains them red. Oh my, I can't breathe. My sweaty thumb slips away from my phone. I don't know how many times I've managed to press the button before my body goes numb. I slump over the table. Hands slither along my limbs, sharp nails digging into my skin, pressing me down against the freezing wood.
Please don't be scared.
Oh my gosh, what are you doing to me? I don't blink when I raise my eyes to the seer, still sitting calmly in front of me. They look at me with grotesque adoration, placing their hand on top of mine. I knew that smile was something. I knew something was wrong with it. I knew it was Oh, they're bleeding too. What are you doing? A ritual? Our blood mixes in an indistinguishable crimson stream.
We all have to play our part in this.
Back up! Their face draws close to mine, but I can't recoil. I can't fight this agony, turning my limbs to stone.
I have played mine, and now it's time for you to play yours.
What are you doing to me? Get away from me! They raise their fingers to my hair, brushing it off my face. Fight! Oh! Fight! Fight, Wanderer! Fight! If you want to live, fight! Fight! Says mysterious voice! Oh! Okay, we gonna choose the first one! Ugh! A strength that should not be within me rushes through my veins, inhuman and raw. My free hand curls around the handle of the knife at a dizzying speed. I yank the blade out from my hand, drawing an arc through the air with my bubbling blood. Oh. The knife's edge glides across the seer's face. Their flesh resists the blade, skin and muscle pushing back against my grip to no use. That's what your ways get. How dare you! Everything breaks. Like red ribbons carried by the wind. The seer's face explodes in thin strips of meat and blood.
No! No!
Yes!
This can't be happening! This was not the deal!
Yes, the fuck it is. Ooh! The last thing I see before white pierces my eyes is the seer's face twisting beyond recognition as the flesh around their mouth tears with a terrifying sound. A violent gust of wind pushes me back against the chair. The furniture is lifted into the air, flying around like the sheets of paper. I cling to the knife for dear life. The chair gives in. Gravity pulls me down at the speed that flips my stomach over. It burns! Ugh! Flames lick my skin, burning past my clothes and flesh until they reach bone. I try to open my eyes, only to screw them shut again with a wail, afraid they'll turn into ashes like the rest of me. I can't hear anything but a ringing in my brain. I don't know if my voice is reaching anyone as I scream for help. I crash into something. My bones break, one after the other, like the keys of a piano being violently played. My charred skin comes apart until my raw flesh is in the open, and the raging gale carrying me transforms into a million needles, pricking every spot they can reach. Then there's just silence around me and inside me. The sensation of my bones shattering into splinters feels like soft droplets of rain caressing my body. So this must be it. This must be what dying feels like. Within the agonizing plague of thoughts tearing my brain apart, there's a clear revelation that leaves no emotion behind. I'm going to die. Awaken, my wanderer. I see the night sky. Pearlescent tears glint in the vast darkness of the world, above and below, as far as the eye can see. The soft hands of the void brush my hair away from my face and brace the soles of my feet. I'm standing, or so I think. I can see my bones peeking through the sliced and torched meat my body once was, and I feel nothing. You are here, but you are not. There's no sense of direction. Left and right merge with up and down, and the only points of reference I have are my useless limbs. You are not complete. Something warm touches my hand, and when I look down, there's nothing but the pitiful sight of the thin bones that remained attached to my arm. It's not my body that's being touched, it's me. This is most disheartening. I had hoped you would. Yes, I had hoped. That is all I could do. Do not fear, my dear wanderer. I will take care of you. All of them have failed me, all of them. But you won't fail me. Gentle fingers caress my cheeks, soothing my aching skin. The words tickle my brain, begging to be released. I won't fail you. Say it. Manifest it. Feel it in the depths of your soul. Whoa. I didn't even choose that. Wow, it won't even allow me to go anywhere else. Woo! Woo! Wow. I know. You are my dear, dear wanderer after all. Our last beacon of hope, the one that carries my will. A kiss falls on my forehead, and the world lays me down ever so gently, and in its navel brimming with life, I am left to rest. I'm cradled in vaporous waves laving at the shore that is yet to heal from the storm. But one day it will heal, one day it will heal, and it will be glorious. This will be my parting gift to you. Shooting stars descend from above, sinking into the empty husk that I am. Inside me they stretch and twist, sewing me back together stitch by stitch. Then there is light, my eyelids still sticky over my unfinished and hollow eyes, part to reveal a shining silhouette. The world groans with animosity, with hatred. The sky turns red for the briefest of instants before it settles back into a deeper blue. You never give up, do you? Breaking into my sacred chest, taking my wanderer away from me. Your cruelty knows no limits. A gasp tears through my body as life is breathed into me once more. The pain is numbing and suffocating, but there is no chest for me to clutch. Our time together comes to an end. I will see you soon, my dear wanderer. I will see you soon. A dream? It all was fuck. The red and black dots burned into my corneas, mixed with the tears glazing over my eyes, making it difficult to focus on what's in front of me. I catch the faint chant of crickets, and in the distance my skin shivers as I look at the clogged sky. It's freezing. I prop myself up on my elbows, coughing and spitting the patches of grass from my mouth. Ugh! Suddenly, every sensation crashes into me at once. Everything. It burns! I ball my hands into fists only to be rewarded with a wave of sharp, white, hot pain. I try to gulp down every breath, but the air gets caught between my wheezing ribs. Oh my gosh. Under my skin, something's moving. Ugh! Ugh! I claw at my arms, at my throat. I try to tear off the lumps my nails run into. The pain! I can't! I collapse on my side. Blades of grass scratch my sizzling skin. A single drop of rain falls onto my forehead. It's fine, Natalie. You'll be fine. Clenching my jaw tight, I catch one breath after the other. I don't know how long to wait. I don't know how long I wait before the agony of tearing me apart finally ebbs away. The first coherent sensation that takes over me is the smell of wet grass and dirt. I sit up. The sudden motion turns my stomach upside down, but I force myself to my feet. I look down, gasping at the sight of blood dripping down my forearm. There's swollen, gaping cut in the middle of my palm. Ugh! What the hell just happened? I take in my surroundings. Trees stand as far as the eye can see. The hill I seem to be on top of slinks down and back up, spreading into endless mountains. Ugh! My head! The memories spring forth as if it forms an open faucet. That seer clearly knew about me. I remember talking with them. I remember the pain in my hand as the adrenaline surging through my veins, but then nothing. I can't recall a single thing after that. Did they drug me? Was I hallucinating? My phone. I have to check my phone. Thankfully, it's still in my pocket, in one piece. There's no signal at all. No internet connection either, but I dial Evie's number anyway. All right. Okay, I'll call the emergency number. Fuck, come on. There should be a network tower somewhere. Why can't I even reach the fucking emergency line? What if they attacked Evie too? Was the appointment a trap? I have to do something. I can't just wait here. Taking a deep breath, I put the hem of my shirt between my teeth and rip off a piece of fabric. I managed to tightly wrap the cloth around my hand. It doesn't take long for it to turn red, but I can only hope it does some good until I find help. Okay, Natalie, good job. The moon peeks over the clouds, its pale light bouncing off of something buried in the mud. There, covered in blood, lies the knife. I cut them back, didn't I? I just cut that person's face. I've never held a knife in my hands with the purpose of hurting someone or defending myself. As I grab it now, I don't feel the strength I had before, but an unsettling pressure in my chest. It may come in handy. They might come back to finish the job, which is terrifying to think about. Let's get a move on. Balancing the knife between my fingers, I fit my phone on my palm, my eyes trained on the empty signal bars as I start to march forward. There has to be a network tower somewhere, or a road I can get to. There's some kind of band tied around the trees, which means people must be living nearby. This could be a pilgrimage route or a camping zone. Maybe these rocks are some kind of landmark? The flapping of wings breaks the silence. A group of crows sit on a branch right above my head, tilting their beaks at me. I speed up, moving my phone around to catch even a small bar of signal. The crows follow me, bouncing from tree to tree, trying to guess where I might be going. If only I knew to begin with. Fuck. I'm not close to Feyborn at all, am I? Huh? A reddish light flickers in the forest below, standing out amongst the dark green of the landscape. It's a fire. There's someone down there. I'm saved. I raise my eyes to the sky as a relief washes over me. The thick clouds disperse to unveil the moon as if she wanted to give me her blessing. I've never seen the moon look so big. It shines so brightly it illuminates the whole forest like a... That is... But I... No. Wait a second. Whatever they did to me, whatever's going on, it's just in my head. It's nothing else. No. Something is wrong here. My heart starts pounding loudly in my ears. The tower is there, just like in my dreams, standing infinitely tall, right before my eyes. It exists. The tower, it's real. Magnificent, isn't it? Ouch! A sharp flash of pain drills the insides of my skull. The light of the moon becomes unbearable as I turn away, clutching my forehead. What the hell did they do to me? Frigid sweat rolls down my spine. There's a suffocating pain in my chest. I need to find help soon. I glance back at the fire, trying not to let the massive tower on the horizon drag my attention away. There's definitely someone down there, but I don't know if my body will hold out long enough. Ooh. Go back downhill. What's down here? Or keep walking to the fire? Go back down. What is downhill? Like, keep walking to the fire. I think I wanna... Ooh. I don't know if my body will hold out. I think I want to try to make it. I think as I'm trying to make it towards the fire, because, you know, my body knows, like, someone's there, something's there. Hopefully it's help. But I think I'll get that little adrenaline kick that helps me make it the rest of the way. No, I'm almost there. I can't give up now. I've gotten this far. Just a bit more. Just enough to reach that fire. It could be a shelter. Some teenagers partying in secret, having a family camping night. All of those sound better than turning away from the tower and taking my chances in the dark. Whatever that thing is, whatever is happening, it has a logical explanation. With that thought in mind, I keep walking. The murmur of wind is my single companion. At least the strange wooden lamps framing the path offer an adequate source of light. What was that? I look around, wary of any movements or sound, but after a couple of seconds of holding my breath, nothing happens. There's a strange chill in the air, and now that I pay attention, there's not a sound to be heard. I freeze. A long shadow stretches up amongst the jagged trunks, disappearing behind the trees. There's a figure standing at its end, remaining completely still. I can't see their face, but they're completely clad in black, their clothes tight against their skin. Their head begins to swivel from left to right, searching for something, searching for someone. They found me, but I didn't hear anyone following me. No, they would have jumped at me by now. If they noticed me, right? Whispers come from where the stranger lingers. A sharp ray of moonlight pierces through the trees, bathing them in light. Oh, shit! Oh, hell. What the hell is that? I grip the handle of the knife with all my strength. I take a step back. The hairs on my arms stand on end as I take in the vicious, putrid flesh of the creature before me. Its skin sizzling with the light brushes its arm. Its skin sizzles when the light brushes its arm, long and knotted together like rotten chunks of meat. One sprouts after the other form a pool of mangled bodies, keeping it standing. You don't know me! Don't call me! I slam my hand over my mouth to stifle a whimper. A familiar metallic stench reaches my nostrils, and I press my lips together in a poor attempt to keep the blood on my hand from seeping into my mouth. Natali! A retch turns my stomach upside down. This is a nightmare. This can only be a nightmare. The creature doesn't move. It's elongated. I hate elongated things. I hate elongated creatures and things. It's so creepy to me. Its elongated head keeps pivoting from one side to the other like a watchtower. I was not expecting that. That quick ass time choice. Oh my gosh. That was fast as hell. Hold up. That was real fast. I can't. Hold up. Oh, time choices. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that on. I don't like fight. I'll keep it on. I don't like that. I'll save here. I don't like that. It hasn't seen me yet, or so I hope. Why is it saying my name? Throwing a panicked glance over my shoulder, I make up my mind. As silently as I can manage, I delve deeper into the woods, away from the creature. I walk until I can't see the road any longer, careful not to step on any dry patches of grass or fallen leaves. It's dark. Fog is starting to rise, wrapping me in frostbitten embrace, and I can't barely see beyond the tips of my toes. Bloody hands still over my mouth. I slowly crouch behind a tree and wait. I don't know what I should do. What if it doesn't leave? What if it comes this way and it's out there? I feel it. I swear I can hear its heavy steps behind me. Please don't find me. Please don't find me. I wait in silence, not daring to even breathe. Time stretches until I lose track of it. Until I perceive nothing but the wailing of the wind and the anxious throbbing of my taut muscles. Every time I think of standing up and looking back, I stop myself just a minute longer. I can't stay here forever. I should keep walking, head anywhere I could reach. I clumsily, every time I click for the next text box to load, I feel like it's gonna pop in my face. That's why I keep flinching. I clumsily bring myself to my feet, using the tree for leverage. Peeling my hand off my face, I take a shallow breath, one that smells of iron and dirt. Why did you do that? Who are you? Oh my gosh. I knew something was coming. Ooh. Pain rattles my skull as I'm shoved back against the trunk. Rough fingers press against my lips, shutting them closed. I latch onto the arm, keeping me hostage. yanking at the fabric covering it.
If you want to live, do not move.
Thin, unblinking pupils pin me where I stand. My chest heaves with a ragged breath, and the fingers digging in my jaw tighten painfully in silent punishment. They push me back against the tree with more force. The jagged edges of the bark bite into my skin as this unfamiliar face draws closer until I can feel their breath merging with mine. I swear my skull is going to crack in half like an egg. I can't fight nobody off in the state that I'm in, and that's just gonna piss this. I'm sorry, that's just gonna piss him off even more. I'll obey for now. Terror takes over. The sunken eyes make my guts churn. I take one last breath through my nose before I become completely still. My hands clawing at his arm a second ago. Now hold on to him for dear life. I look into their eyes, begging, but they just push harder against my mouth. Something moves behind them. A pitiful sound echoes from my chest.
Quiet.
Oh! You need to learn some damn manners. My gaze flickers to the left, but the stranger tilts my head back into place, forcing me to lock gazes with them. They don't move. If it weren't for the pulse I can feel in their fingers, I would swear there's no heart beating past his ribcage. The treacherous jaws of curiosity tickle my spine, beckoning me to look over their shoulder, but I resist the urge. Instead, I just stare deeply into the haunting pools of green in front of me. We wait. The chill of the night filters through my clothes, biting into my sweat-coated skin. My heart beats so achingly loud, I'm afraid it'll give away our position. But just as fast as it began, it ends. The stranger releases me, taking away all the strength that was keeping me upright. I manage to kneel forward, fighting the acid climbing my throat. A retch rattles my chest, but I swallow down whatever may be trying to emerge. My forceful savior looks around in grim silence. They notice my gaze. They tilt their head askew, as if wondering whether I have something to say. You're not as obtuse as you look. Maybe you would have a chance after all. Their words are hushed, not meant for me to hear, but aimed at me nonetheless. Then he starts walking away without so much as a warning. Wait! They don't stop. I don't have time to think as I bring myself to my feet, running after them. Hey, wait! I wrap my hand around their arm to stop them.
Do not touch me.
He brushes me away, creating some distance between us. I'm left gawking at their retreating back as I scramble to follow them. But you can put your damn hands all over me. Put your hands, your mouth, your lips, all that on my lips, your fingers on my lips and all that shit. Dig your fingers into my jaw. You can do all that to me, but I can't do a little that. Get out of my face. We've made it back to the past somehow. The moonlight traces the silver edges of his attire, and recognition tickles my brain. Why am I thinking of the seer? Oh, are you one of them? What? Your cloak. What about it? The eye in their chest, the obscured face. This can't be a coincidence. Take your hood off. They stare at me. From this distance, I can't see their eyes, but I feel them piercing me with cold defiance. Please. After a tense moment of silence, he sighs. Their hands move slowly to the edge of the hood, peeling it off their head. Why did... His skin's so pale, I can clearly see the bluish veins running under his cheeks. His eyes are green, too bright to be natural. Draw a line from the top of my head to the tip of my toes. Satisfied? They walk away, not waiting for an answer. Whoever this is, they don't look surprised to see me. I'm covered in mud, one arm still dripping blood, and they haven't so much as batted an eyelid. There's no way someone like them has found me here in the middle of nowhere by pure chance. I stumble after them without a second thought, bringing a hand to my still burning chest. Wait, you know something, don't you? They don't slow down whatsoever. If anything, I swear they're speeding up to try and leave me behind. Wait, can you walk slower, please? Damn! No, keep... Ooh! Ooh! Spicy ass! I instinctively look... Sassy! I instinctively look back at the tower, now becoming thinner on the horizon as we start climbing down the hill. Oh, I wonder if I should have gone down the hill first and... Ooh. Damn. Oh well. Where are we? Somewhere you should not be. That's pretty obvious. Are we far away from Feyborn? Do you know where that is?
We are immeasurably far from your home.
Their firm, hasty steps carry them down the hill with the confidence of someone who knows where they're going. And I don't know what to do or say. Reason is starting to abandon me slowly but surely, and my vision is already blurring at the edges. Someone did something to me. I've probably lost some blood, and I think I'm delirious. I catch the flicker of their eyes as they glance at my poorly bandaged hand. You will survive. I don't know how to voice them, I ain't gonna lie. Their indifferent snort makes me stop completely. When they notice I'm not following, they look at me over their shoulder. What are you stopping for? I see it now. The disgust in his gaze as he looks at me, the impatient tapping of his foot, both as if I were nothing but a nuisance they're forced to take care of. Ugh. This person doesn't feel any sympathy for me, and his intentions are as much of a mystery as he is. I stop myself from looking back as the thought of running away crosses my mind. Maybe if I use all the strength left in me to reach the campfire, I have a chance to... Do it. Do it. I will not go after you. If you want to leave, I do not care. Then why the hell did you help me? The words leave my mouth before I can think them through. The step they were about to take halts suddenly, as if my question had physically manifested in front of them to block their way. Do not be mistaken. If I saved you, no, I have my reasons. And those are... He lifts his gaze to the sky. A storm is growing closer. Let us hurry. It won't be long before they find our trail. Wait, what? No response again. I speed up as my sore muscles allow me until I'm walking right next to them, and they take a pointed step to the side to distance themselves from me. Who? What do you mean? That thing? Are you talking about that? Yes. You saw it? Yes. So I wasn't hallucinating. No. Okay. It knew my name. How? Why did it know my name? Circles, can't you just be quiet for a second? For someone who complains about their state, you surely have plenty of energy to flap that tongue of yours. If you answered any of my damn questions, I have a reason to shut up. All your questions will be answered when we get to safety. Now, unless you wish to know what it feels like to have your head separated from your body, shut up and keep walking. A shudder rolls down my spine as I risk a glance over my shoulder. All right, get to safety. That sounds good. At least tell me your name. No. Why not? It is not important. It is to me. Girl, don't be lying to him. They mutter something under their breath. I don't have to hear it to know it's nothing close to a compliment. If you were just a little bit more compliant, then I wouldn't be.
Envy.
Huh?
If you have to address me, which I hope doesn't happen too frequently, that is what you will call me.
Okay. Envy? Is that like an artistic name or something? No. Alright. Nice to meet you, I guess. I'm Natali. I did not ask. I'm left behind again as they picked up speed, and this time I don't try to catch up. That's the end of the conversation and of any further exchange we could have. We continue to climb down the hill in silence, with me trailing a few feet behind him. The wind starts blowing more harshly, stinging my skin, and I hug myself to preserve the feeble warmth left in me. Every step takes immense effort, but I refuse to stop. I know they're not going to help me to my feet if I were to fall. Do not dawdle. We're not out of danger yet. I'm trying. Not hard enough, it seems. Fight back, please wait. Nah, what please wait gonna do? Obviously, this individual is disgusted by me, like, hates being in my presence, and they have some sort of obligation that's causing them to be doing this. So what the fuck I look like trying to plead my case with this? I'ma bite back. Could you just stop with that, you asshole? Oh. If I were you, I would be more careful with what you say. Whether you survive or not is up to me. As if you give a fuck. You don't give a damn. There are so many things you could have done already if you really wanted to help me. But you haven't. I know that you're plotting something. Good old distrust and paranoia. The trust issues kicking in. I know that's right. I may be walking right into trouble, but I have to cling to the only glimmer of hope I can find. If this person is all bark and no bite, I might have a chance to get out of this. If the worst were to come, I was probably dead anyway. You know nothing. And it is better that way. I miscalculate and step on a jagged rock without enough strength to right myself. One moment I'm walking, the next everything is spinning out of control around me.
I told you not to touch me.
Bitch, can I get my balance? I can't, damn! Ain't nobody want... Their voice is so close, and yet it fades into the wind like a distant mumble. Their shoulder pushes back against mine, but my body refuses to straighten, bending over itself. Then just let me fall, idiot. You are the idiot. No, you the idiot. Get on my damn nerves. They say nothing else, or perhaps I'm too dizzy to hear his complaints. My neck can't support the weight of my head any longer, and I feel it bobbing to the side, bumping against them. I really should have left you behind. You still can! Maybe if you didn't talk so much, you would have more energy to continue. Hesitantly, their hand cups my shoulder, easily supporting my weight. My feet shuffle unsteadily, messing up the first few steps I try to take. No other words leave their lips as they carry me through the forest. As much as I try to walk on my own, I end up leaning against them more than I would like to admit. I don't feel any better, but by the time we reach what looks like the bottom of the hill, I'm at least breathing properly. Fog is starting to rise once more, coiling around the trunks and the rocks framing the path. We stop. The hand around my shoulders stiffens, and I look at its owner, catching them furrowing their brow. Someone's coming. My breath gets stuck midway as I remember that thing from before. Stay close. I look at them as they step away, facing the source of the sound. I have to bend over to not lose my balance and fall flat to the ground. What? They lift a finger to their lips, and I clamp my mouth shut, gluing myself to their side. The knife is still in my hands, its presence as reassuring as it can be. However, when the tight buzzing in the air seems to reach its peak, envy just deflates with a tiny sigh. Hamon? Vivi. Vivi, that's so cute. Is that Envy's nickname? Amon, what you got going on? Damn! I jump with a scream as gargantuan figure materializes right behind me. My elbow collides quite spectacularly with Envy's chin, when they try to stop me from throwing us both to the ground. Ouch! Watch out, idiot! Don't call me idiot, idiot! A man pops out from the fog, heedless of our reaction. With each step he takes towards us, I find myself craning my neck back further until it's stretched to its limits. He's wearing a weird flashy tunic, and I avert my gaze when I see the generous cut in the middle. Like, come on! Like, what? No, come on! Showcasing everything from his neck to his navel.
Vivi! Damn it, I was starting to get worried.
Come on! Country accent! Yeah! Country accent!
Don't call me that, you moron!
Huh.
Was with that now? Just don't call me that!
Oh, I was worried sick about you. And this is how you'll repay me?
I'll be right back. I gotta go get something to munch on real quick. I'm starving, child. Uh-oh. I never asked you. Ooh. Oh, they changed his name to Vivi? That's so disrespectful. That's what your ass get. Vivi. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on, too. I'm gonna call you that instead of any other name because I know you don't like it. I never asked for you to worry about me.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to ask. Silly is my job.
Huh.
Circles keep me.
Hey, you two look comfy.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there, sir. Let's not go there. First of all, you don't know me. This has nothing to do with any... Let's not go there. Envy turns to eye me at the same time that I do. Our limbs are still awkwardly tangled together, somehow creating a weird balance that keeps us from collapsing in a heap. Really? Whoops. Envy shoves me away from them. Vivi shoves me away from them. Luckily, Amon catches me with an ease that borders on comedy.
Now. We don't treat our guests like that, Vivi.
That's right. Teach him that southern hospitality, Amon. Vivi covers their face with both hands, growling loudly against his palms. Your name is Vivi? No!
Use that name again and it'll be the last thing you do.
I've been using it this whole time and I see I'm still here sitting comfortably reading this story. Cute, right? As I look intermittently between them, I decide I don't know which one of them I trust least. Facts. You are right, sweetheart. My mouth opens to speak, but the sight of the man approaches me steals away any coherent words I could offer. It's not that he's taller than average. No, he's the tallest person I've ever encountered in my life. He's huge, massive even. A smirk takes to the corner of his lip upwards, squeezing his eye patch he's wearing over his left eye against his brow bone.
I may have to charge you if you look at me like that for too long.
My mind short circuits, unsure of how to handle this situation at all. I raise my bleeding hand and wave it about. No, I'm not all right. Your friend here, Vivi, has been dragging me around the forest for a good while now. As if I've not once forced you to come with me. Oh, thank you for your basic decency. You do not deserve even that. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out of my face. Fuck out of my face. You two are getting along just fine, ain't you? No! In unison! I bring my not stabbed hand to my forehead and massage my temples. This couldn't go any worse. When I raise my head again, Amon is scrutinizing me with an arched eyebrow. What? He does off my shoulder, but as kind as gesture that it is, the slightly disgusted face he makes betrays how terrible I must look.
Oh.
Damn. You look like crap, Bunny. Don't give me no nickname. You don't know me. Wait, what did you? The name's Amon, by the way. I'm VV's big bro. He draws Envy closer to by the shoulders with a huge grin, pressing him against his side.
Huh.
Unfortunately, you two are siblings. So, what happened? I thought it wouldn't take you long. Envy scurries away from his brother's grasp. Once again, I'm non-existent. Yeah, they're family, alright. They're ignoring people actively talking to me. Trait must run in their genes. The Voidbound found her first. I managed to lure them away, but they must have picked up on our trail by now.
No.
That's no good. The what? Motherfucker, what? Let me know what's coming after me. Let's get going then. I already sent word to the spy what's going on. Wait. Can we just let me stop you right there. This is going too fast. I'm having trouble catching up. What the hell are y'all talking about? Nothing of your concern. You will keep doing as I say. What? No, VV ass bitch. VV. Their eyes narrow on me. No. That's what I just said. What you gonna do about it? No. I think I already played along enough. I deserve an explanation. Where are you taking me? Exactly where are we? I can't talk. Damn. No one has mentioned a hospital, nothing about the police. In fact, these two weird-looking people seem so unmoved by the way that I look, covered in blood, charred and burned, obviously stabbed. Like, what's going on? Why y'all chill about this? Our gazes clash. I take a preemptive step back, and as I try to curl my hand tightly around the knife, I suddenly realize it's no longer there. Who got my shit? Who took it? Who got it? I cast a glance around the area, but I don't see any signs of it. Of course, it would be this individual. With a twirl of their wrists, they produce the knife from their cloak. There's no trace of blood and mud that were glued to the blade only minutes ago. I grit my teeth, a single drop of a cold sweat tracing down my spine. Good. Remember the position you are in. The cloak swallows both his arms and the knife as he drapes it over himself again. I will tell you what will happen next. You will keep following my instructions until we are out of here. That is the only thing you should think about. I'm not moving until you tell me what the fuck is going on, VV. His unreadable facade cracks at the edges. Don't you understand that you are in no position to bargain? It's very simple. Either you obey me or get torn apart by those creatures. Your choice. Ooh. Leave. I'm not gonna leave. I think that would be one of the stupidest things I could possibly do in this situation. Like, as annoying as this monk is, he saved me, you know, he saved my life. And so I see only certain choices of time. Cool. Only the ones that matter, I guess. Only the ones that are life or death, maybe. Yeah, now we got another person, this big ass Amon. So I got people that can protect me. You know, obviously, if I leave and just go by myself, it's a possibility that they'll come after me or they'll stop me. But I just think that's a really annoying thing to do considering the situation that I'm in. I'm obviously weakened, struggling, in pain, hurt. He got my weapon, so what the fuck I'm gonna do out there with fucking nubs, bones, fucking burnt hands, or whatever the hell happened to me. I know he doesn't have a heart, so I just don't even want to waste my breath with this statement. So I'm just gonna do as he says. You know, I don't want to do that whole bratty thing. I'm just, no, I'm not gonna do it. Like, for what? You know, like, my life is the one that's in jeopardy. I take a deep breath, or what feels like one. Reality is that I have no way of going home on my own, and these two are my only chances of getting out of here before I pass out. I guess they're not worse than a monster. I don't think I have an option here. All right, I don't have much of a choice, so I'll cooperate. As if you... What? Oh, you expected me to say some bullshit. You expected me. I'll cooperate. You said to safety, right? Your memory is quite good. I don't reply. I have no energy to do so. I'm outnumbered. They have my knife, and they clearly know the area. Running away will only get me even more lost or worse. See, we're on the same page. We're in alignment right now. Yeah. Lead the way. Gentlemen. They inspect me carefully. You wanted me to comply, didn't you? Want is a strong word. I do not really care about what you do. Oh, here we go, VV. Oh my gosh. Look at you. Making friends already with the little bunny. Don't call me that. Do me a favor and save your commentary. They scurry away before Mon can say anything else. You know, they don't look like it, but they're thankful you're helping. Allow me to doubt that in silence like Envy prefers. You move. Going.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you two go on ahead and I'll watch your backs. He pats my shoulder gently, pushing me to where Envy waits, tapping their foot. Because they are waiting, surprisingly. Thanks. They say nothing, which is better than insulting me and ordering me around. But I'd like to know where we are. This is not close to Fayborn, right? Right. He did tell me that already, though. Why would I ask that again? He said we're immeasurably far away from that city, or town, or whatever. Anything else you'd like to add? You are in the realm of Limbo. The realm between the child of the great void. Somehow, you have trespassed an unbreakable border. You've eluded the laws of our very existence, and you are the first one to do so, that we know of course. It's astonishing that you can walk on your own 2 feet and mumble any coherent word. In fact, I expect you to keel over at any moment now. You should not be here if we abide by the rules of life. He averts his eyes when I stare for too long. But that doesn't mean it's bad. Vivi is kind of a pessimist, so don't worry about it. You are here and very much alive. For now. Amon's grin falters. I press my lips together, trying to bring some order to my thoughts. So, do you believe us? That's hard to answer. I'm walking through this eerily ethereal forest, framed by these oddly dressed strangers, and have survived being hunted down by a nightmarish creature by one of them? If this was a dream, I'd have woken up by now. But there is no way this is real. Nothing makes sense. I assume your ears are like that for a reason? Looks cool, huh? Is that all you have to ask? Oh, of course not. I'm just trying to focus on the small things for now. I'll save the big questions for when my hand is not bleeding and I'm not on the verge of passing out from blood loss. I'm focusing on that for now. We'll take care of that. Promise. We're almost there. He brushes my shoulder amicably, beckoning me to look forward. Now, little bunny, come and see. If there's something that can make you believe us, it's this right here. Fine, but please stop calling me that! Damn! That! A lonely castle sits on top of a mountain, floating over the pearlescent fog. Light shines from within its walls, bathing the interior in a shimmering glow. A slim tower pierces the dark clouds, but this one doesn't feed the darkness around it. Instead, it keeps the storm at bay with a golden beam of light. It is a lighthouse, a beacon of hope in the middle of a sea of black clouds. It is a lighthouse, a beacon of hope in the middle of a sea of black clouds. 1,000 pinnacles emerge from some nebulous distance. Okay, I hear the vocals. It's hauntingly familiar, but as much as I try to pull the memories to the forefront of my mind, I can't. There are none to find. I know, I've never seen this before, but I have. Little bunny, welcome to Limbo, our pleasant home, the realm within the great void, house of the blessed ones. That is not exactly. Never mind.
Yeah.
Don't worry, just the slogan. Tourists love it. We don't have tourists, idiot. They would love it if we had them. I mean, I'm technically a tourist. If I count for something, I think it looks pretty nice, pretty elegant, you know. Their voices become fleeting mumbles. I stare up to where the golden light disappears, high in the sky, and then I know with absolute clarity that they are telling the truth. Envy was right. It's immeasurably far away from home. Ow! I fall to my knees, gripping my head as a wave of mind-numbing pain cuts through my temples. Someone screams in the back of my mind, clawing at the walls of my consciousness, tearing them apart. Do not go. My wanderer. My wanderer. Do not go. Hey, are you alright? Do I look alright, Amon? Behind my closed eyelids, flashes of red and black stain my vision, running in mocking circles. It's the tower's influence. It's trying to take over. I'm gonna let you have that one. Something rough closes around my cheeks, holding my head firm. Fingers dig around my eyeballs, peeling my eyelids apart to force them open. Not. Look at me. I can't. It's too much. I can't. Woo! Woo! My mouth opens. Only babbles make it out as foam gathers in the back of my throat and slides down my lungs. Fire pierces my hand and climbs up my shoulder. The squelch of blood steals my senses as envy sinks their nails into my wound, prodding and tugging at the flesh. Lightning surges through my veins, yanking my arm out of their reach. I have no time to react. His unforgiving touch finds my arms next, shaking me back and forth. Is it you, Natali? I seal my mouth shut to avoid puking all over them. The voices have stopped, replaced by all-consuming pain, now making my arms spasm. Yes. Good. Stand up. Tears blur the corners of my eyes as they haul me to my feet. We're almost there. We will cross the bridge and then it will be over. I whine through gritted teeth. My feet can't hold my weight any longer. This is it. Summon a rift. Everything is slowly being plunged into thick darkness. I can barely make out Amon's silhouette as he runs towards us. Behind him, the forest wails and shudders, long broken fingers stretched in the depths of the shadows to grab him. What? But That's an order. With a click of their tongue, he takes off his cloak, throwing it away to be carried by the wind. Light engulfs me. Envy's hand on my arm tightens until his fingers are pressed against the bone. The air in front of us shakes violently, colors breaking into shapes and static noise. Envy's fingers turn black, yanking at the landscape like a blanket, tearing it apart and revealing another flash of light that makes me wince. Electricity cuts through the air. Jolts of it run up my skin, forcing a hiss out of me. That hurts. A long hallway suddenly stands before me, but the mountains are still here, all around us. Envy sticks a leg into it. White ripples swallow him up to the knee, distorting its shape. The choking pressure around my arm disappears as they let go. They look back at me, eyes narrowing as he tentatively extends a hand towards my way. Come. Oh, okay, I see the nails. There is no time. The right side of his body is gone, cut by a white quivering line. He shakes his hand in front of me, urging me to take it.
You have to choose.
Have to choose.
Come with me and live, or stay here and die.
My tongue is dry and my mouth thick and dense. I stop thinking and force myself to act. I place my fingers on the top of theirs, their freezing skin curling around mine.
Do not let go.
Their eyes are fixed on me as they slide inside the hallway. I watch as his body disappears inch by inch until it's only his hand gripping mine is left. He tugs lightly. Another hand claps my shoulder. He tugs lightly. Another hand clasps my shoulder, squeezing it reassuringly from behind. Come on. Our hands disappear as I let Envy pull me through. The pale water licks its way up my skin until it swallows my elbow like a hungry beast. I tried to keep my eyes open when my head finally crosses the threshold, but the light so searing I'm forced to close them. I can hear the sea. I float over the blinding surface of the water, Envy's grasp leading me forward. Bubbles gently touch my skin, helping me navigate through the iridescent ocean. Oh, my eyes flutter open. The soft whisper of waves is replaced by a gentle crackling of fire and the distant sound of a piano. I shudder and sigh in relief as the warmth of the room envelops me. The pressure clamped around my head ebbs away, taking the last remnants of the murmurs with it. That was too close for comfort. You bet. I've never seen so many of those fuckers together. As my senses clear, I start to take in my surroundings. The walls are high, hugged by columns and those long stained glass windows I saw from afar. But we were just in the forest just a second ago, and now I turn around, my nose almost bumping Amon's chest when I do. He laughs and politely pushes himself away from me, leaving me the room to breathe. Behind him, there's nothing but the other side of the hallway. More lamplights flicker, fire lamps at the stone walls, and the columns slither upward until they vanish into darkness. So beautiful. You. Are the voices gone? Shifting my weight from one side to another, I realize I feel lighter on my feet. The air around me is not oppressive anymore, but breezy and familiar. If it weren't for the ringing in my ear, I would think I imagined the horror from before. Hey, I asked you a question. Well, now you see how it feels when somebody talking to you and they not answering you, right? Now you see how it feels like you weren't just doing that to me earlier, Vivi. What?
Huh.
They sighed deeply, dramatically so. I suppose if your stupidity is back, you must be in control again. Always got some disrespectful I don't reply right away, but to be fair, I care about something else a bit more than defending myself from his jabs. Motherfucker, did you just stick your fingers into my wound? I flip my hand over to survey the damage. Ah! I regret it instantly. The sight turns my knees to liquid. Yes, I did, to save you, I may add. My lips part to protest. They tilt their head in anticipation of it, shooting me a glare. If you still feel a presence within you, I may have to do it again. Don't even joke about that. It's disgusting. I search for his other hand, the one I know must have traces of my blood. A gasp sticks in my throat at the close sight of his fingers, now sharp talons stiffly curled over themselves. He quickly hides his battered hand between the folds of his tunic. They look away from me, their expression flattening. Whatever it is, it looks painful. I have a good slice sitting right on my palm, but whatever is going on within him looks even worse. As I trace the curves of their arm with my eyes, I reach our still joined hands. His holds on me is firm, but I can feel a slight tremble in his muscles. I'm not sure that they've realized they're still cupping my hand in theirs. All right, are you okay? You can let go of my hand now, Muppet. Let go of him. I know I've been giving him a hard time, but it's only because he's been giving me a hard time. You know, and I know, like, I fully well understand, like, they've been more than likely doing stuff that they're obligated to do, right? Who is this on the picture up there? Okay. That they're obligated to do. But I don't hate the motherfucker. Like, look at the fit. First of all, look at the fit. Let's get into it. Like, he look good. Look at this. I like his outfit way more than Amon. Amon flashing us and shit. I mean, Amon look good too, but I like this, you know? I like this. I like the buckles. I like the loops and stuff. It's giving me a little Mike, you know, a little Mike Jackson. I like that. I like that. So I'm gonna ask him if he okay. You know, I'm gonna show a little bit of compassion. Maybe this needs to learn how that work. I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna show him a little bit of compassion because I'm like, obviously he's saving my life. He's saving me regardless of what he has to do it for or not. He's looking out for me and doing shit that maybe he don't have to do. So I'm gonna ask him if he's okay. Are you okay? They blink, jaw falling slack. One would think I slapped them across the face instead of asking an innocent question. Maybe I should have, now that I think of it. Of course, why wouldn't I be? See that little look like that? He was not expecting that. He's expecting me to keep giving him that same fire that he's giving me. But no, like sometimes like I'm a you know, go back and forth for a little bit. But, you know, when I come to my, like, senses and when I just sit and really ponder and think about things, I'm like, nah, like, I care, you know? A different question pops up in my mind in response to theirs. Why did I ask? I don't have an answer. I don't know. Your hand. They avert their eyes from me, dismissing whatever I may be thinking of saying next. The tension in his face lessens ever so slightly. It does not concern you. You're so predictable, Vivi. His response is but a whisper, a tired mumble, not abrasive or defensive, just a matter of fact. Okay. Are you retarded? Am I what? Spit it out. Say it with your chest. What you trying to say? Give me a full sentence. Oh, no, you don't want to say it. Okay, Vivi. Spire be blessed, there really is nothing inside that head of yours. Figures that the tower could possess you so easily. You should talk louder if you want people to hear you, you know. An angry huff is the only sign that they've heard me. They drop my hand, slipping their other arm inside the tunic. As they walk away, I'd swear their pace is slower than before, but it's probably just my imagination. Oh man. As we walk, I realize I'm calmer now. Too calm, in fact. There are a lot of questions mingling in the back of my mind, but the forefront of my thoughts is surprisingly empty and peaceful. This place has some sort of soothing effect on me. It's almost familiar. I can't tell where this hallway leads to, but somehow I feel like I know. So where exactly? Gale? He breaks into a jog, leaving me behind with an Vivi that does his best to hide his face behind their hair. Great. The master is here. Oh! Peeking around Envy's shoulder, I see a man standing further. Everything about you, first of all. Everything about you. Everything about you. Everything about you. Whoever you are, this mysterious master. I've enjoyed the art and like just the aesthetic of everything thus far, because first of all, like purple is my favorite color. Gold is my second favorite color. I love everything about you. Just everything about you. You look so regal, so good. Peeking around Envy's shoulder, I see a man standing further ahead, the soft flicker of the candles drawing the edges of a long and lustrous cloak. He turns around with a start, worry written across his face. This is Gale. That rich ass laugh. A moan. He strides up to us, the cloak draped across his shoulders, flaring out behind him. The candlelights by his feet waver as he picks up speed, meeting Amon halfway.
Father keeps me. Are you two all right?
Oh no, his voice is gonna be too similar for me with Envy's.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda. But that's not important. Look at this. He excitedly does jazz hands around me. It's enough to catch the newcomer's attention. The color drains from his delicate face. I shuffle my feet, gluing my arms to my sides in a poor attempt to look better than I know I do. There's not much saving my first impression. Not that it should matter. Is this the cause of all this mess? Yes. Well, they have different vibes, though. Very different vibes. Oh dear. Okay. Go show off the rest of the fit. Oh. In a single fluid motion, he sweeps his coat off his shoulders, throwing Amon a pointed glare. I am extremely disappointed in you, Amon.
Huh.
What? I expected this level of sloppiness from our sibling, but not from you. Huh? Excuse me? To allow her to be in this foul condition. Thank you, Gale. Finally, I get some respect in this bitch. Finally. Thank you, Gale. I knew you looked like you had some decorum. Come on. Wait. I can explain.
No.
I thought you knew better than this. Gale shakes his head, not leaving room for any argument. For the first time, Amon's impermeable smile is shattered and reduced to a sour pout. Amon got a pretty ass face, I ain't gonna lie. I feel a bit bad for him. A bit. With only 2 steps of his fairly long legs, Gale stands in front of me, offering a heartfelt bow of his...
On behalf of my siblings, please.
You're so
Let
pretty!
me apologize.
I accept! Look at your eyes! You're so pretty! My mouth parts, but only a pitiful sound makes it out as our gazes lock. Behind his eyes, ripples of glimmering silk move in the color of early dawn. Pink shines from within a pool of royal purple, enthralling me completely. I can see lightning dancing around in his tiny pupils. Oh my gosh! As a quiet whisper caresses the back of my neck, making the hair stand on end. It's difficult to look away.
You must be cold and terrified, among other things. I promise you will be treated with the utmost care and respect from now on.
Finally, some respect. Oh, Gale. Thank you. I don't register the cape falling around my shoulders until he clasps it in place, smoothing the sides with a meticulous hand. The scent of lavender. Oh, it's my favorite. Everything about you is what I love, Gale. Everything about you. And detergent classes with the stench clinging to my body. The warmth of the fabric drags the sigh out of me. My body stirs back to life at the sensation, my hands snaking out of the coat to close it around me and press its comfort and weight against my tepid skin. I can't for the life of me summon any strength to speak. Get out of my face, Vivi. Go, I don't need you no more. I finally got some respect. I finally got somebody who has some manners, who has some decorum, who acts, you know, like they got some damn sense. So get out of my face, Envy. We did not have time to lose to play gentle. See what I'm saying? Get out of my face. Gale's head snaps up to Envy in careful consideration. His eyes immediately slide to the arm they've been very insistent on hiding. You are right. You, in particular, should make haste. You two go ahead. Right, Rhea is already waiting in the spire. I'm sure our dear sister will appreciate a bit of insight about the situation at hand.
Huh.
Are we using the spire? Are we using the spire? Yes, every precaution is too little. A particularly strained beat of silence goes by. I look between them, but there's nothing I can decipher from the mix of expressions on their faces. What are you planning to do with this? Their hand waves in my direction. Gale places himself slightly in front of me to protect me from Envy's root. Thank you, Gale. As for our esteemed guest, I'll see to it that they're in better condition before meeting our father. You can fathom what he would say if only by my own reaction. As he says that, his long fingers rest on my shoulder. The touch is so light I would have missed it if it wasn't for the scent of leather tickling my nostrils. You cannot be serious. Gale stands taller next to me. I glance up at him as his throat bobs down with a hard swallow, the tension clear in the air. What the fuck it sound like he just spanked me or somebody or something? Alright, we leave the little bunny in your hands then. The what? Gale, tell him to stop calling me that because I already said it. I said it myself. I said it in game and he's still ain't fucking listening. Stop calling me that. Gale, can you tell him? Get him. Amon throws his arm along Envy's slender shoulders, pulling them against his side right when they're about to protest. Instead, there's only a nasty choking sound and a rather ominous crack. Amon! See you in a bit. What? You cannot be out! Amon winks at me. Oh my gosh, and turns swiftly on his heels, dragging Envy with him. They both retreat deeper into the hallway, past the torches I can see waving in the distance.
They are a colorful pair, are they not?
They certainly are, Gale. They certainly are. Colorful is a curious way of putting it.
Please, allow me to apologize again, and not only on their behalf.
Accepted, my good sir.
Had I known the direness of your state, I would have done something to assist.
It's okay, Gale. You're here now. Excuse me, that sounds incredibly self-centered. He fidgets with the collar of his shirt. He looks like a prince in distress more than I do. And that's saying something. Don't worry. No offense taken. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, come. I may not be able to do much, but it will be better than nothing.
He leads me aside and coaxes me to sit down on the halls. No, okay. He leads me aside and coaxes me to sit down on the wall's overchanging fries. Our hands find each other naturally, and he doesn't let go of me until he's sure I'm not about to keel over. Even when I smile up at him reassuringly, his fingers hover close, ready to support me if needed. Before I can even begin to thank him, he bends a knee in front of me.
May I?
You're so precious. Yes! White noise takes over my already struggling brain as he earnestly looks up at me. My heart flutters seeing how the deep color of his eyes pour into me, warm and kind. He is so beautiful. Like, he literally looks like what he looks like my character, except yeah, the bright hair, the dark. Oh, this look like in the eyes too. My character, that's the PFP here, Iris. That's how I made them, except with like a purplish kind of tint to the hair. But you are so beautiful. Oh, yeah. It takes me a long couple of seconds to understand he wants to see my hand. When I try to pull my arm out of the coat, it gets tangled in the flaps and I struggle to push them away. Allow me. He reaches out, his fingers delicately peeling off the pieces of fabric and freeing my hand. Heat raises to my cheeks as I place my palm in front of him. Sorry, I swear I'm not usually this clumsy.
Don't say that. You're already going through a great deal.
The consideration, the care, the grace you show, Gale. Oh, a bit of clumsiness is expected, and the least of our concerns. A bit of clumsiness is expected, and the least of our concerns. I wouldn't demand you remain collected in this situation. I'm still not sure what the situation is, to be honest. His fingers slowly close around the back of my hand as he inspects the blood-soaked bandage. Yes, I should apologize about that, too. However, I'm afraid I can't give you any answers. Even if I had them, it's not my right to explain. But I know that our intentions are not malicious. That I can swear to you. I bore my eyes into his, trying to find any cracks, any hints that betray his true intentions, and there are none. That's reassuring. If true. Look at still that little piece of you could betray me, that little piece. I'm with it in game Nat. He holds his hand as though it were made of spun glass. He slowly removes what once was a part of my shirt, now a damp crimson piece of fabric. You did a great job. Ha, I did what I could, I guess. He reveals the wound. Underneath the blood, the blades of grass and dirt, I can still see the black ink decorating the back of my hand. He retrieves a cotton handkerchief and from his pants pocket, and his eyes search mine, asking for permission. I nod. I'm absorbed by the delicacy of his movements. As he slowly cleans upward from my knuckles, he purposely avoids the traces of ink, and his eyes narrow when the drawing starts to reveal itself. Do you know what this is?
No.
Not without further examination. He hesitates when faced with the entrance of the cut. I would like to alter it as little as possible, so if you'll excuse me. Yeah, I get it. I'll try not to think about the consequences of leaving a wound of this caliber untreated. He ties the ends of the handkerchief together with a bow too fine for the occasion, and his thumb swipes across it as if to check its security. The sensation of the leather against my skin makes me flinch.
Does it hurt? Of course it does. Forgive me.
This is as much as I can do for now. This is a lot, if we take the rest of my day into consideration. Between being stabbed, kidnapped, or this, I think the choice is pretty easy. He laughs breathily at that, but there's a concerned dip in the bridge of his nose, as though he can't decide whether he should keep laughing or not. Oh well, that is a robust sense of humor. Thank you, Gale? Gale, was it?
Oh, yes. Where are my manners? It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Gael, current master of the Grand Houses.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been mispronouncing it. Oh, I need to add that respect on Gael. 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 Beautiful Gael. I'm so sorry. As he takes a seat next to me, leaving a polite distance between us, I tilt my head to the side to get a better look. It only takes him a second to avert his gaze from me with a nervous clear of his throat. Which is a title you have no concept of, so it's not exactly relevant. I can't help but chuckle at his bashfulness. Nice to meet you, Gael. Master? Master Gael? No need. Gael will suffice. As I mentally repeat his name, something about it just sounds off. He doesn't look like someone who should be addressed by their first name. Hey, he looks so regal, so royal. He motions for us to stand, but waits for my reaction first. The other end of the hallway, where the other two disappeared behind us, is still as cryptic as it was before. Can we stay here for a moment? I need to catch my breath a bit. Surprise marks his features, but it only lasts for a blink. Yes. Yes, of course. I cannot leave you alone. However, for your safety, I hope my presence isn't too unwelcome. It's not. It's just, I'm having a hard time trusting anything or anyone. It's not just you. Facts. I understand. It is a wise thing to do. Natalie. It rolls off his tongue softly. Natalie. Softly, as if something's meant to be said with care. Even the way he handles my name, Gael, you are beautiful. Magical. A wonderful name, if you'll allow me to say. Oh well, it doesn't have as much class as Master Gael, but I'll accept the compliment. Before I realize it, I'm extending my other hand for him to shake. He stares at it in dumbfounded silence. He clasps my hands with his, and I squeeze. Oh! His breath staggers in the back of his throat as he pulls back, cradling his hands against his chest. Sorry, did I squeeze too hard? No. Forgive me. Forgive me. He casts his gaze lower to his slacks, stooping down to brush off a non-existent speck of dirt. Did I do something wrong, or weird for that matter? We should continue. I hate to pressure you, but the longer we wait, the more unstable you may get. Unstable? He stands up and straightens his vest, brushing his hair away from his face with a jerk of his chin. Awkwardness has found its way through his smile, but he still waits patiently for me to leave our improvised seats. I don't know what I did or said, but I would rather go back to that comfortable silence from before. What did I say again? Continue, I hate to pressure you. Did I do something wrong or weird? His gaze lowered. Forgive me, no forgive me. Oh, when I shook his hand and I squeezed, his breath staggers in the back of his throat as he pulls back, cradling his hand. I wonder which hand it was. Extending my other hand to him for... Okay, I'm extending my other hand Does have as much class. So I must mean, was that my hand that is not injured? Or my hand that is injured? Since I said my other, I'm assuming my hand that's not injured. But I was wondering if he felt like a presence of like whatever that seer did, since it involved my hands. Like whatever energy or whatever spell or ritual that he was doing. I wonder if he got like a whiff of that, or he sensed it or felt it maybe. And it was just like, whoa, like get that shit away from me. I wonder. Yeah. Thank you for being so kind to me. I'm sorry about your cloak. What do you mean unstable? Honestly, like, in this moment, I know it's a lot. It's so many questions I have. The unstable thing, I'm assuming that has to do with whatever they were talking about is like taking over me or controlling me. I guess it was this tower thing. I wouldn't ask that. I think I'd like to thank him because he has shown me the most kindness that I have received since being in this new realm. Gael. He starts walking and I follow after. He doesn't respond. I know he heard me. If he wants to ignore me, he'll have to work harder than that. I just wanted to thank you for being so kind. I managed to step aside before I stumble into him. Me?
Huh?
Please, allow me to apologize again, Natali. I do not mean to rush you. Where there are indeed pressing matters to attend to, I do not want that to be at the expense of your comfort. It is not my intention to distress you any further or treat you unkindly. You have been pretty kind to me, that's what I just said. What I mean to say is, Gael! His lips squeezed shut. Did you hear me? You are by far the kindest person that I've talked to since I got here. No offense to your siblings. Amon is fine, I guess.
That's...
He looks away. The collar of his shirt seems to be too tight because he keeps slipping a finger around to loosen it.
I do not know about that. There's nothing extraordinary about my actions. Anyone would have done the same.
I mean, no, not anyone would have done the same. But... And you're right, it is bare minimum for me. So you're absolutely right, but I still want to thank you for it because anyone would not have done the same. As you can see, neither one of your... Let me stop. Yeah. My feet carry me closer to him, and his shoulders perk up before he can catch himself. I mean it. I can almost hear the protest his brain is crafting, but he gives up on it with a resigned exhale. His eyes so open before, and now clouded by something I can't quite place. What secrets you hide in Gael? You are most gracious, Natali. Don't mention it. We smile at each other. In other circumstances, maybe I would be admiring his perfectly sculpted face like I would a piece of art on a museum wall, as awkward as that would be. Not now, however. There are more important things to do, or more precisely to ask. So, what now? What happens to me next? He shifts his weight, taking a long pause before speaking next. I am not sure. We, the sovereigns, those in charge of safekeeping Limbo's realm, are arranged to meet with you shortly. We would decide how to proceed then, after a very much needed debate. The sovereigns? How many of you people are we talking? You've already met Amon and Envy. I have 3 other siblings, and our father will lead the meeting. I see Amon, Envy, you. 1, 2, 3 more, 6, and then father, 7 people, okay. He is the supreme authority of Limbo, you could say. That doesn't put me at ease in the slightest. The supreme authority doesn't sound too nice, but I guess he's the only chance I have to find some answers. Who better than the person who commands the place to shed some light on all of this? And what exactly is Limbo? Our home. Just like the firstborn is yours. The firstborn. That's what you call it? Firstborn? Yes. Our world came to life after yours, hence the name. Ooh. Right. But that is not of importance right now. I know it is either easier said than done, but do not get caught in the details. He looked like he would say, do not get caught in the details. The last thing you need is for your sanity to be jeopardized. Something unusual has happened, and we want to resolve it as peacefully as possible, both you and us. I silently agree. My head has started to spin again, just from that brief exchange. Taking a step back, he offers me his arm. The smile he flashes me next is different. It's distant. Let us hurry then. Hesitantly, I curl my fingers around the crook of his elbow. He leads the way forward, and we walk along the eerie hall once more, this time in silence. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break really quick. I'll be right back. He doesn't make any attempt to strike up conversation, and I'm not in a position to do so either. I merely count our steps as we endlessly follow the cobblestone path. The silence is surprisingly welcome, but short-lived. Something wails from within the walls. It's like a quiet mourning, the wheezing cries of the wind leaking through the cracks of every brick shaping the corridor. I can vaguely distinguish mumbled words among the noise. I look up at Gael, but he's merely staring ahead, his gaze unwavering. If he hears it too, he doesn't react whatsoever. Then my skin crawls as a slow, unnerving smile curves his lips. He looks alien, uncanny, detached, as if he was carved from marble rather than born. What was a soothing presence a second ago now makes me shallow, hard, and loosen the grip I have on his arms. Why does he feel so different from before? Or am I the one who is? Oh, we stop. Oh, is it him or is it me and my perception of him? Ooh, that's a good question to ponder. A gate made of stone and wood stands before us. The archivolts go up as far as I can see, framing the tympanum that portrays a long-haired man in its center. His hands extend to each side, fingers stretching outward like branches embracing the scene below. Around him, several worshippers clamber up a hill, trying to reach him at the top. A pendant adorns his chest. It's some sort of eye inscribed in a bent triangle. Wait, I've seen that before. I cling instinctively to Gael's arm when the gates open with a thundering noise, making the walls tremble. He finally looks at me as if awakening from a long dream. It's all right. A gust of cold air hits me, coiling around my feet and filtering through the cloak. The scent of something acrid burns my nose. Acrid? The gates are now wide open. We're facing an ostery? I'm sorry, it's a lot of words I know I'm probably butchering. 7-sided room. The subtle streams of light coming from the ceiling shine through floating specks of dust, and I look down at the threshold's clean cut, keeping the cobblestone from continuing inside. This way. I don't move, yanking him back with a strength I didn't know I still had. There's a chair made of stone in the middle of the room, rooted to the cracked floor. Over it hovers a shining black spear that catches the light coming from above. An endless pit surrounds it all, and from it emerges the ominous hum of the earth's far, far below. There's a balcony in the back, on the first level, framing the whole room. A coliseum made to observe and feast on what happens down in the pits, on the mental and physical carnage of the wicked and the doomed. It's a judgment room at best, and a torture chamber at worst. Don't go in there. I shake my head, taking a step back. A wave of nausea pierces my chest and I let go of Gael's arm as though it were burning.
Are you alright? What's wrong?
You tell me! I'm not going in there. Please, I know it's not the most pleasant of sights, but you must trust me. I can't do that. I'm not going in there. There's no way. Natali, please reconsider. There's nothing to reconsider. If someone wanted to talk to me, they can bring their ass out and do it right here. This is just standard procedure, Natali.
I promised you would be safe, did I not? Can you please believe in those words?
You don't sound too sure in those words your damn self, Gael, so why should I trust those words? I want to believe someone is on my side. I really do. I want to believe it, but it's hard. I don't. He withdraws the hand that reached to touch me, rubbing his wrist instead. My chest rises and falls erratically as his eyes slide to the room before us. I am terribly sorry. You leave me no choice. Sir, as I'm about to speak, a chill runs from the top of my head to the tip of my toes, crushing my throat. Something pierces down my spine next, gluing me to the spot. Natali, please get into the room. Ah! His eyes bore into me, swallowed by a haunting glow. Everything around those glimmering irises become dark and blurry. I feel my thoughts seeping out of my head, and then nothing but Master Gael. Take a seat. Yes, Master? Is that your power? I walk through the narrow corridor leading to my appointed chair. A rock slips off the bridge and falls into the void without a sound. My eyes follow the pebble until it vanishes into darkness. There's nothing but peace and quiet around me. Nothing but the calm and careful beat of my heart in my ears. I sit down. My back slowly meets the stone and my hands lay on the armrest. The tepid warmth of the candles lick what little skin peeks through the master's cloak. The ball floating above, no, the eye stirs to life and regards me with a quiver. Huh? The air suddenly slices my lungs open and tears a high-pitched gasp out of me. Heat rises to my head in the shape of my own voice, reverberating inside my skull over and over again. The thoughts flow back inside, desperately filling the emptiness left behind. What did you do to me?
Huh?
I'm sorry. Flames bite every patch of my skin. I desperately shake the cloak off me, pushing my sleeves all the way up to my shoulders. You! He casts his eyes down to where his discarded cloak lays. The cloak floats into the air, fanning my sweat-stained cheeks in the process. It flies away from me and neatly coils itself around Gael's arm. Thank you.
No.
Don't mention it. What's wrong with y'all? I eventually sweep my eyes across the room in realization. Amon is sitting in one of the thrones, one leg hoisted over his knee. He raises a hand in silent greeting when he catches me staring. Next to him stands Vivi, not claiming any seat. The only sign of acknowledgement they give me is stuffing their nose in the air. That thing on their arm is completely gone.
My. That takes some courage, brother. Good work.
There's someone else in the room right in front of me. A woman stands high on the balcony, hands leaned on the railing.
You did well. Father's eye will now do the rest.
Her voice sinks deep into my bones. I would think her presence has sucked all the air out the room, but I know it's simply me holding my breath. Her head tilts ever so slightly, sizing me up thoroughly. We received the notice more than an hour ago. What were you doing? Ooh, I do not know how to pronounce that. Can you pronounce it for me, madam? Please, you look good, girl. My apologies, dear Praefectus. I wanted to present our guest in better shape than we found her for our father's sake. Alas, I am not sure I achieved that. She raises a hand to her forehead, heaving a long sigh. Her right arm reflects the purplish light of the room, highlighting the many curves and crevices, giving shape to an elegant prosthesis. You and your compassion again, Gael. I admire you. It does not falter, even in these circumstances, does it? On the contrary, it should be stronger than ever in moments like this. If you don't mind me, I will take my seat now. He turns with a bow, and I stare at his receding back. The paralyzing fear strangling me only heightens with every step he takes. She's beautiful. Who is he? No, what is he? What are these people? I take this as her. She's looking at me. The drum of her metallic claws on a stone echoes loud enough for me to flinch. Her crimson eyes flicker with a dull curiosity as they fall on me. I curl my hands into fists as I hold her stare. Gael's handkerchief tightens around my hand. Oh. This is her. The woman inspects me more closely now. So this little thing crosses the crystal border and lives. Quite the miracle, don't you think? My tongue darts out to ease the dry creases on my lips. There is a clear accusation behind that clipped tone of hers. And those beasts haven't torn her to shreds either, as I can see. Not a limb infected or missing. They tried to, for sure. We were lucky to be there. Excuse me. We'll see about that. I'm starting to lose my voice, y'all. She sighs once more with an audible tension and closes her eyes. When she opens them next, they instantly find me like a knife through the chest.
Listen up, child of the firstborn. I am Praefectus Rhea, guardian of this realm and protector of the sacred chamber. I will be the one to judge you on this day.
Rhea. Okay, Praefectus is like a title, and her name is Rhea. Okay. Okay. Judge me for what? You will answer every question asked to you, and you will do so with honesty, lest you receive the punishment you'd be looking for. Have I made myself clear? Yes, ma'am! Yes, ma'am! It's in my best interest to behave if I want to get out of here in one piece. Doesn't make it any easier to swallow what's left of my pride. Yes, ma'am. No need. You may address me as Praefectus, whether to answer or ask. Oh, so I can ask as well. Interesting. Yes, Praefectus. The corner of her lip lifts with a sly smirk, lighting up her eyes with a glow proper of a sated wolf. Good. Cooperate with me, and you shall be rewarded. Now, Amon, all their accessories and everything, like, oh, these character designs go hard! They're so good! What? Keep her still. We will begin as soon as father returns. What? Wait, what?
Hmm.
My brother will keep you restrained during this process. You must understand that this situation calls for every safety measure available.
Huh?
Please, Prefectus, we do not think that is necessary.
No.
She's harmless, Ray. You should know that better than us. Just look at her.
We do not know that. I won't make the mistake of being incautious.
Fair. I mean, what the hell would I do to y'all? Like, look at what... I glance at the gates, at the closed gates. For an instant, I imagine myself sprinting and pushing them open, but they look insanely heavy. Even if I had the strength to run up there without slipping and falling to my death, I don't know if I'd be able to push them open. If what you said is right, and this being comes from the other side, then we don't know what she's capable of, and we should treat her as such. We do not know the effects her presence may have. The balance has never been so feeble, and now this happens? She could barely stand. She's weak. And this is not a game, Amon. Her intentions do not matter. She disrupts the balance merely by existing here.
We should handle the situation with as much care as possible. And that means not taking any chances.
Oh.
I can see that, but... She is harmless, sister. I have been alone with her and no harm has come my way. There is no need to succumb to panic this quickly. So, I should be grateful nothing has happened to you. Father keeps me, Gael. Listen to yourself.
No.
I am merely saying we don't have to judge her as a criminal. And all I'm advocating is for ensuring our safety. You want to play around and discover what follows, then do so, but not in my chambers and not in my presence. I agree with Of course you do, Vivi. Can't stand your ass. Damn. We have cast our feelings aside, and likely our morals too, if we want to get to the bottom of this.
No.
I thoroughly refuse to do that.
Ugh, children.
Ooh. Whose voice is this? Is this father? Is this daddy? Ooh! Ooh! Look. It smells like honey. Ooh, sweet orange blossoms in spring, carried by the tepid breeze of the sunset, a rainy day spent sitting on the porch of an old house with a trusted friend. That's what it smells like? It smells like home.
I'm afraid our guest isn't feeling too well. We should calm down and lower our voices, yes?
You can raise yours. I want to hear it a little bit more. Goodness gracious, oh me, oh my. A golden light ushers the room's shadows away. Woo! It bathes my skin, laying down soothing kisses, and I find myself sighing at the ooh, this must be lust. Damn! Oh my goodness, a man dressed in white emerges next to Rhea and pushes her gently away with one hand. He stands in the middle of the balcony, watching on with the eyes of liquid sunlight that pours right into me. His fingers draw an arc in the air that leaves behind a trail of stardust.
It is quite cold in this room. My apologies.
Baby, you ain't gotta apologize for nothing. Thank you for stepping into this room, because just you coming in has filled me with a sense of warmth. So it is quite all right. The air around me warms up, embracing me with loving arms. The sweetness in the air expands, engulfing me, and I tilt my neck back in relief. I'm gonna call you sweetness is my weakness. Yes. Yes, I don't even know if that's the words, but yeah, I'm gonna call you sweetness. Slowly, the terrifying knot in my stomach loosens deftly unpicked by tendrils of light. That was an insane laugh. If that, that was kind of insane. Oh my gosh, that is better. I don't know how to. I can't do your voice justice. I'm so sorry. I ain't doing. Everybody's doing a fantastic job, but I don't think I can do you justice at all, child. I nod. A tingle in my belly urges me to look away from him, to avert my eyes from the unparalleled magnificence that he is, battling the feral need to just drown in the sight of him. Then it clicks. He's the man on the hill. He is the god carved on top of those gates. Fear not, my guest. It is an honor, as a father of this realm, to welcome you to my home. You must understand the apprehensions of my children. They mean no harm, and neither do I. A hand lifts and strokes my chin. Its warmth and light, but invisible to the eye. The touch pulls at a string I did not know was attached to my chest. Slowly. Come on, riders! Ugh! Every fear and worry dissolves by his hand, freeing me. What a magnificent creature. Don't you think you call me a magnificent creature? No one is looking at me. No one but him.
I am the father, pride of Limbo. You may think of me as the creator of all that you see before your eyes.
These are my beloved children. I ask that you be kind when thinking of them. Taking a step forward. Oh, it just heated up in my room, child. Taking a step forward, Rhea clears her throat. The hand brushing my jaw shies away, leaving no trace behind. I'll be right back. Yeah, it just heated up in here. This broke too, but I'm gonna hold it together as best as I can. Let me put it so I can see the designs facing that way. Don't look at it being broke, child. Don't look at it being broke. There we go. Okay. Shall we proceed? Shall we begin? Taking a step forward. This probably sounds horrible in the mic. I don't think so. You can't really hear it. Taking a step forward. Rhea clears her throat. The hand brushing my jaw shies away, leaving no trace behind.
Father, please excuse our behavior.
Oh, you got it like that. Pride. No need. Losing our manners is bound to happen in light of such an unusual event. It speaks of your noble heart and your honorable intentions. Once more, I am proud of you. Oh. Oh, that voice. I am only... Ooh. And I am losing mine. I am only sorry that I could not be here with you sooner, my children. The room is enveloped in tight silence as everyone settles into their seats without uttering a word. The lump in my throat, albeit less painful than a moment ago, still prevents me from doing more than swallowing. I should speak, or maybe I shouldn't. The best I can do is try to plead my case, but I have to be careful. Could I speak? Their eyes bore into me. I try not to shrink under them. I look to Prefectus for permission, but she averts her gaze. There is a higher authority in the room now. Pride, that's you something, child. If you could wait, my beloved guests, I would appreciate it. There are 2 of my children left for you to meet. With all due respect, Father, I would advise to proceed with the judgment without them. Damn. This is much too dangerous of a matter to involve them. Yes, I understand your concern, but I'm afraid they are already here. Right on cue, there is a loud knocking from the other side of the gates. A breeze of laughter slips past Father's lips, and his hand sweeps through the air at the very moment the doors begin to part. New faces, so pretty, so beautiful. This here, she's so pretty. This is the vibe. This is the vibe that I want. The outfit that is the vibe. Yes. Where do you shop, girl? Give me the link. Where you get the dress? Where you get the corset? Like, this is so cute. You look like Envy. You look exactly like Envy. Why did none of y'all look alike, but you and Envy look like each other? A bright-haired woman cheerfully waltzes in. Dangerously close to the edge of the bridge, she bounces on her toes, a young man helplessly perched on her shoulder. These must be the youngest
Ara,
ones.
put me down! My stomach's still...
You said you were too tired to walk, right?
That doesn't mean you can...
At least walk straight!
Oh, sucks to be you. It's your fault we're late. So, deal with it.
Okay, man. So she has like
I
this
didn't want
little...
to come in the first place, and you don't have to...
So she has like this bratty like vibe. Oh, look, we matching. Look at us matching. And he has like the little brother kind of like vibe, and she has like the bratty little sister kind of vibe. Okay.
Just put me down!
He brings a hand to his mouth as a very audible retch reaches my ears, urging a similar reaction from me. If she slips, both of them will fall to their inevitable deaths. I instinctively glue myself to my seat. The edges of the backrest jab my spine. My loveliest, you shouldn't run through the hallways. You might slip on the wax. It's fine. Sorry for the delay, Dad. I have to warm up into it. Because I feel like all my voice has been at a lower register. And I'm literally losing my voice. Let me see. It's fine. Sorry for the delay, Dad. No need, my dear. But put poor Zal down.
Ugh.
I don't know. I think he deserves a bit more punishment. Let's save that for tea time, For now, we should take our seats. Yep, sorry. You see, someone had to go to the bathroom and couldn't wait. Oh, I can projectile vomit all over the place if you want to. Oh. Let's save that for later. I doubt our guests would appreciate that. Right! Our guests! She puts the boy down with little delicacy, almost throwing him into the air. Sweet circles. Is it true then?
Indeed.
Yes, my dear. Your siblings just escorted her here.
The Wanderer World! I really thought you were messing with me.
It's not your damn Wanderer. Ara, stop believing in that kind of stuff.
Ugh.
I'm not saying she is, but how many people have claimed to see the Wanderer lately, huh? How do you explain this? This is proof it's real. Sure, proof. This is your fault for paying attention to those weirdos. And speaking of paying, there's no trace of dizziness he had the second ago as he extends a greedy hand to her.
Hey, Daisy.
Daisy. She falls silent for a moment. It feels like I'm staring at a statue. Come on. I wouldn't have bet on it if I had known.
Oh, boo-hoo. Hey.
Ugh.
She growls, throwing her arms to the air before jabbing a hand into the purse around her waist. I hear the familiar clinking of coins as she slams onto his open paw. What you got in there? That a toolkit? Girl, what you need them tools for? Hey, we said 30.
Ugh.
I'm not paying you 30. You are paying me 30.
In fact, you said 30, plus fixing the compost machine yourself for a month, and cooking sweet leaf tarts for me the whole week.
Oh, Zal! Now, don't fight. Let us sort this out together later, yes? Fine, but you still owe me 20. They make their way to the balconies, each step louder than before as they drift away. I watch as they continue their casual chat, throwing glances at me all the while. When the girl notices me staring, she waves at me. Hey girl, what's good, girl? Oh, and we got the septims too. I know that's right, girl. We matching, girl. I avert my eyes. Whatever is going on, it's not going to end well for me, is it? Try to escape? How am I gonna try to escape? What exactly is that gonna do? And it says try to, it doesn't even say escape. It doesn't even say escape, it says try to. So I can sit here and try to and make a big ass fool of myself, and who knows what's gonna happen. What Gael are gonna do that shit on me and make me say yes, Master Gael, and walk my ass right back over to the chair and plop my ass down like a good girl. So what the hell I look like trying to escape? I'm gonna stay my ass put. The cold tingle of fear travels through my veins, rendering my body useless. I'm a shaky mess of nerves that can barely think straight. Could I even escape if I tried to? Would that help me? I'm not behind bars or rotting in a ditch yet. Not that the situation is anything close to pleasant, but...
Indeed.
We can begin. The 6 thrones are occupied. Father stands on the balcony, hands joined before his chest. I am about to be judged. For fucking what? I don't know. It is known. Today, a human has crossed the border between our realm and the firstborn. This is proof. This isn't real. Oh, that's me. There's no way any of this is real. Now, I will hear about the recent events from my eldest, Lord Amon. Amon's mouth opens and his eyes make a beeline to Envy. Why are the music popping off like this? Who's staring stoically down at their hands? Well, Dad, Vivi was the one who... Father, Lord Envy was the one who felt the pull on the border. I think it's up to them who should... You know your sibling cannot answer, son. The fingers still pointing at me twitch. I try to jerk my arms up, but the intangible force wrapped around me pushes back down. If he gets distracted enough, maybe I can... Yes, of course. He stands. The rasp of his throat disrupts an ominous silence. We were both back in the Black Citadel when Lord Envy felt the border weaken. We saw a light in the sky. After that, we hurried to the woods past the circles, and we found the human near the limits. A pause. We encountered some void-bound. More than usual, they chased us beyond the limits. And far away from them at that, they got really close to the 4th bridge. That is quite concerning. It is. The void-bound venturing off limits. That can only mean the tower is getting more powerful. We should raise the alarm in nearby towns. The tower? Hearing that word is enough to drive my heart all the way down to the pit of my stomach. This may be my only chance. Excuse me. The tower that you mentioned, what is it? Judging by the many reactions around me, it seems they've forgotten I was here altogether. We do not know exactly. It is an entity. Its entity has been feeding off of Limbo's essence for eons, long before some of us were born. Its origin is unknown, as are its goals. We assume it's the sentient and intelligent to a degree. Any attempts at communication have been fruitless, however. That vile thing is a threat that spits monsters into our realm, the void bound which you've had the pleasure of becoming acquainted with. You must have had a taste of its power, its influence. It can drive those who get too close mad, to turn them into puppets. That should be enough to satisfy your curiosity, human. No, actually it's not. If anything, I have even more questions now, but I'm not sure how smart it is to show interest in this entity they're so afraid of. I see it in my dreams, after all. Maybe it's a bad omen, or worse, something that could get me killed if they find out.
Curiosity is a marvelous thing. Please don't hold back if you harbor any more questions.
Yes, sir. I can't see through that affable smile of his, but my guts turn and twist at the sight. There's something behind those words. Intent? Maybe a wish for me to keep asking.
You wish to speak, did you not? This is your chance. I now grant you permission to plead your case, if you will.
Plead my case against what?
Our dear Prefectus moderates this chamber, but today I will be the one to heed your words. I advise you to be wary of what you say, or what you do not.
A cold drop of sweat rolls down my temple. My mouth is so dry I almost choke around my tongue. I don't really know what to say. Like, what case am I trying to plead? Y'all ain't tell me nothing I'm accused of or what issue you have with me. Like, can you let me know some information? Is this how they do it in Limbo? Damn. I don't know who you are or where I am to begin with, but I'll tell you anything you want to know with one condition. Whispers erupt around me, some entertained, some horrified. My voice gets caught in the bottom of my throat for a moment before I can speak again. You must guarantee my safety. Promise me I won't be harmed, and I'll tell you everything I know. I need to save really quick. Save here.
I never had any intentions of hurting you, my dear guest. I assure you that you fall under my protection, and my word and my will are law. Is that enough to ease your concerns?
I guess, sweetness. We'll see. I somehow managed to hold his stare. I can't for the life of me read his expression at all. Yeah, it'll have to do. No, I don't trust your word nor your laws. It'll have to do for now, child. It'll have to do for now. If he really is as powerful as a god, he can do what the ever he wants when he wants. What is a puny little human like me going to be able to do in his presence? I have no real guarantees. This is all I have. A hopeful, not empty promise.
Indeed.
Excellent. I promise your cooperation will be rewarded. We will start with the very basics. Introduce yourself to the chamber, my dear. My surprise must be showing because he tilts his head to the side, inviting me to answer. My name is Natali. I live in Fayborn, a small seaside town. I'm nobody in particular, I guess. What about your intentions, my guess? Intentions? Right now to survive, I guess. A sputter echoes from the side of the rooms. Aura slaps a hand over her mouth, but the motion only makes her slip even more evident. Raya clears her throat. I can feel the strain in her forehead as she tries not to roll her eyes. How did you get here? I don't know. A seer stabbed my hand. What? A seer? I went with a friend of mine to get her fortune read. They offered me a reading, too, and then... I went with a friend of mine to get her fortune read. They offered me a reading, too, and then they started saying the weirdest things. They attacked me, stabbed my hand, and the floor gave in. Then I fell, and I remember... I racked my brain only to find that those memories are still scattered and fragmented. Sensations remain, but I can't put them into coherent words. I remember the ocean and the stars, and someone was talking to me, and then I woke up in the forest. I don't think it's wise to tell them to see or told me about this somehow, and the one between, or... Wait, are you the one between? His golden eyes widen, for a moment as brief as a blink. His calm countenance is shattered by the grip of fear.
That is quite enough.
My mouth clamped shut instantly. Oh! I agree. It is bold of you to assume you could spit all this nonsense without being... I'm not lying!
Hey!
She did fall from the sky, just as I said. I just said that. We saw the border being broken. And I saw the writings on the back of her hand. It's obvious a ritual has been performed. We don't have to lose time listening to this nonsense. If those damned creatures are wandering outside their prison, then we should focus on ensuring our people's safety. I'll see that every patrol stationed in every town near the Fourth Bridge sees their numbers doubled immediately. In the meantime, I suggest we bring the human to Redlock until we figure out what to do with her.
Huh?
Redlock? That's a bit excessive, isn't it? It's not. For all we know, she could explode any minute now. Redlock is our safest bet. Explode? We would ensure she is under constant surveillance and proceed with further deliberation after the Voidbound are driven back to their swamp. Dread surges through me, hot and mind-numbing, setting deep into my bones. Wait, what is Redlock? Our highest security prison. Damn, you can't imprison me. I can, in fact. Ray! We do have yet to reach a solution, and time is scarce. Do my other children have any suggestions? Silence! Damn! Complete grim silence. Why don't we try to send her back to Firstborn? You all surely can't be fine with sending her to Redlock. Thank you, girl! Thank you! Damn! It's not that simple. We have to consider the consequences of our decisions.
Harmless or not, which we don't know yet, we have to prioritize the safety of the realm.
Oh my gosh, fair.
Do you
Fair, but
understand?
damn. I do, but if she shouldn't be here, then let's just send her back. The safety of the realm. Am I a threat somehow?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Zal? He shoots up in his seat, a confused babble falling off his lips, registering the sudden attention of everyone else. He sits upright, throwing helpless glances around him.
Sorry, what?
Weren't you just listening? Damn, Zal, that's how you feel? We're talking about someone's life here.
What do you want me to say? It's not like my opinion will change anything.
Sir, you're another voice that can count. See this?
Just say something.
Talamara, thank you.
Anything would do at this point.
He sputters and slumps, deflating into his uncomfortable-looking seat. Oh! You aren't gonna like it. Just say it. Oh, that's how you feel. Ray is kind of right. Okay, okay. We're in the dark about all of this. The voidies are running around out here while we argue, so... I mean, I know that, but... She looks at me, lips worried into a troubled line. I share the sentiment. Permission to intervene, Prefectus. What you got to say, Envy? You just gonna make shit worse for me, aren't you? Envy shuffles their feet, vaguely gesturing at me with one hand while avoiding my eyes. Rhea regards him. Their gazes meet for the briefest moments. Permission granted. We are not seeing the bigger picture, I'm afraid. First, the Midnight Tower starts spitting void-bound, then they venture beyond the limits, and now a child of the Firstborn shatters the crystal border, crosses into Limbo. Suspiciously close to the tower, may I add. Do you think these events are related? They could be. It can't be a coincidence, at least, not when the tower is absorbing more essence every day and the Voidbound are becoming smart enough to bypass our defenses. Perhaps it's sheer power starting to leak into the Firstborn, and this is a consequence of it. We know too little about the tower to discard any scenario. Okay, Envy. It's either that, or the human has been summoned here, and both options should concern us. If the tower is not responsible, it means someone has performed a ritual without precedent, and done so with a purpose in mind, a purpose we know nothing about. Another human sent here, you say? That's what she's saying. That, or someone has summoned her from this side, and that seer of hers is just an unfortunate puppet.
Nonsense. The requirements for such a feat are incalculable. Unfathomable.
For us.
No. There is no way a simple human could do something like that. It's impossible.
Is it me being here like something that you would never imagine happening? Like, think outside the box, girl. Then the only possibility left is blaming one of our people. Those privileged enough to know about the existence of the Firstborn are aware of the consequences of attempting something this egregious. Even if they somehow had the power and the knowledge to reach the other side of the crystal border, they wouldn't risk their positions, their lives, for an insanity like this. Father would know if they behaved otherwise. No one could pursue something like this unnoticed and without leaving a trace. You mentioned someone stabbed your hand, did you not? Yeah, they drew something on the back of my hand and then, well, you know the rest. I looked down at my hand. The cloth Gale tied around it is stained red. I saw it, yes. I couldn't read it due to the state of the wound, but with effort, she could have drawn it herself. And why would she do such a thing?
That is what I've been trying to tell you since we started this, Gael. That we know nothing. Nothing at all.
As such, we cannot ignore any possibilities. Can you say with striking accuracy that she is completely innocent and oblivious? Gael looks at me. I don't know how to feel. He forced me to sit here, yet he's fighting oddly hard to ensure I'm not sent to prison. No, I can't. Defend yourself, calmly assess the situation. At this point, I'm tired of just like following every instruction that I've been given by these people, and I understand, like, I'm a stranger in a strange land and they're concerned for their safety and their world, and lots of strange and weird things have been happening, but at the same time I think I deserve to defend myself too, you know? I mean, it's a lot of things that are unexplainable. Calmly assess the situation or defend myself. Calmly assess or defend myself. I really want to defend myself. I don't think it's gonna do much though. That's the thing. Like, I don't really think it's gonna do much. She's hell-bent on sending me to this prison. She does not trust me. I don't blame her. I don't trust their asses, you know? Like, I get it, but... defend myself. I think I'm gonna defend myself in this moment. Like, I'm kind of tired of just accepting everything. What are these symbols? I wonder, up there. I'm gonna defend myself right now. This is probably gonna get me in some trouble, but I didn't do anything. I closed my fist tight enough for my nails to dig into my skin. I told you what happened, and you didn't want to listen. If you think I'm gonna sit here and bear you with blaming me for this, then you're wrong. This is not personal, human. I do not trust you or your motives. That is all there is to it. That's actually pretty personal. I have a name. It's Natali. Use it. Ooh. Her throat bobs as shock strikes her face. It takes her a moment to collect herself, but our eyes never leave each other. I value my dignity more than I do my life, some would say. Natali, you claim to know nothing about our realm or about how you appeared here. That's exactly what I'm saying, girl. That is hard to believe. You just said consider all the possibilities. So why is the possibility that you want to consider the main one and the only one that you're considering when you could say consider all the possibilities? Why can't there be a possibility that exists in your mind, girl, about me not knowing what this is? I could say the same. How can I know any of you are not involved in this shit? There are no lies in this chamber. We live by the word, and our word is sacred. I don't care about your customs or your... Damn, they ain't have to let me go. I want to say how it is now. Come on now. I don't care about your customs or your beliefs or your word or whatever. I want to go home. I've never wanted to be here, and I never will. Whatever business you have with anything, really, I don't care. You want me to work for it? That's fine. I'll do anything. But save us the time. I don't think we can afford to lose much more. Her mouth closes. The anger that was starting to spill into her features diffuses into a sort of surprise that looks awkwardly positive. The room becomes mute. Expectation hangs in the air, turning it taut and oppressive. Huh? Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, takes some courage. Wonderfully said, Natali. You have as many reasons as we do to not trust us. And yet we will only reach a solution if we try to understand each other. Rhea finally reacts by reaching up to rub her closed eyes. Anything you say. Anything? As a long beat of silence goes by, she lowers her hand. Either you are willing to face the risks such words may entail, or you are desperate. A mix of both. She scrutinizes me through narrowed eyes. Her nostrils flare to release a heavy exhale, and there is a hint of something different in her crimson irises when she blinks next. There's courage in your words. I can acknowledge that, Natali. That's right. You gotta respect me. That's what I'm saying. I was tired of just like being a pushover. Like, I mean, I won't say a pushover. Obviously, I'm concerned for my life. I have no words to explain what I must be feeling in such a situation, you know? Like, an entirely different realm. And these beings, these deities or whatever the hell they are kind of looking at me like, oh, I'm about to cause doom. Maybe I'm about to be the reason for their downfall or some shit. And so it's like, I get it to a certain extent if they're like, do this or do that, and instead of me putting up a fight, especially seeing when some of them can bend my will to be what they want it to be, you know? So it's like, obviously there are moments where I'm gonna just be like, all right, what the fuck I look like putting up a fight when I know they can just make me bend to their will. But then again, it not the bend to my will part, but I didn't know if I'm in a land or I'm in a place where they would be willing to just end me like right here and there. So it's like I need to survive for a little bit more, get a little bit information about the situation that I'm in, and then I'll get to the point where I'll start being a little bit defiant or start, taking a stand for myself. I need to observe and I need to collect information first. And now that I guess I have like a little bit, I have enough information, and the information that I have is they're blaming me for whatever the fuck, or possibly blaming me, saying I'm partly to blame for whatever the fuck bullshit is going on in this realm right now. And I think I had enough information to finally speak up for myself, which is why I made that choice. And they respect it, you see? There's courage in my words. But my opinion remains the same. If none of you have a better plan, I will personally escort her to Redlock. I throw glances around the room, but I'm only met with the heavy silence of their deliberation. Pinched brows, pursed lips, and then an exhausted sigh. I must reiterate, confinement should be our last resort. It is not only cruel, but we are also depriving ourselves from learning from Natali. If you want to be cautious, my prefectus, then let us personally watch over her. Hey, that's smart. Keep your enemies close and all that, Of course. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe she can help us solve this mystery. I doubt it. Here he go. Envy! However, if the tower or someone else wants her, I agree it's best to have her in our possession and under our personal vigilance. But I see what you're doing, Envy. Think about it, Ray. We know so little about the tower. If keeping the precious bunny means we can have some advantage, we should play smart. And of course, you gave her one of your silly names already. Thank you. See, can you tell him? Can you get him? Tell him stop calling me that. And what if all of you are wrong? What if the tower has nothing to do with this? Am I gonna say that I saw it in my dreams, or is that too much? I should keep that to myself. Okay. Then it means someone is plotting something against Limbo's integrity, and we should stop it from happening, no matter which side of the border it belongs to. Your Natali could be harboring plans of her own, or fulfilling them for someone else. Then you'll agree, it's best we keep a close eye on her. Ugh. All right, I'll trust your judgment. You lot are really tiring to argue with. Let's go. I withdraw my proposal for now. I throw my head back in relief. Great. Mystery gel avoided for now. Don't lower your guard just yet, Natali. Your promise of anything could mean any number of things. You had better prove yourself useful. I will, Prefectus. She must have caught the cheeky undertone, judging by the way the muscles along her jaw go taut. I probably shouldn't mess with the woman who commands the chamber, but I can't say I'm sane enough to fully heed that right now. Father, how should we proceed now? I need to save. Father is looking down at his hands, twisting the many rings glimmering on them. It is a concerning situation. No matter the truth that lays behind it, your arguments have been nothing but impeccably solid, and I confess, I fear for us all. If our guess is the key to discerning the tower's intentions, or to uncovering a treacherous plan to hurt our people, then perhaps he looks right into my eyes. But I will not put my family at risk. I refuse to do so. That said, another thought occurred to me. As much as Arzal doesn't wish to engage in this conversation, perhaps he can contribute to answering some questions and assist in our decisions. Why do they keep putting it on this motherfucker? Like, he look like he just want to go upstairs and play on a game or some shit. Like, he want to go play damn Fortnite. He does not want to be here. I would like to know if the human possesses an immediate threat to us. Perhaps you can enlighten me on that matter, son. The color drains from his face until his skin turns ashen.
Well, I've never tried it on someone. And...
Oh gosh, boy!
Indeed.
Our approach is greatly affected by the question of whether or not dear Natali is a threat to the delicate balance of the realm. But if you'd rather not, I understand, my son. We will find another way. Thou... It is all right to be scared. Thou wavers, head bobbing from side to side. His legs, which had been sprawled out like a cat's, are now crossed at the ankles as he stares through them with trembling eyes.
No, I can do it. I think.
This motherfucker act like, what's his name from My Hero? Tamaki or Takumi, one of them motherfuckers. That's who you act like, sir. Let me save again. Okay, and return. Wait, did I save?
Mm-hmm.
You sure? Yeah. Trying can't do any harm, I guess. Let's find out then. Father's hand reaches toward the other side of the room where Zhao sits. A thin beam of light emanates from the two of his outreached fingers, making the middle of Zhao's forehead. The scent of orange tickles my nostrils once more. The light tastes sweet. Dear Prefectus, help your brother get down quickly. Immediately. She extends a hand in front of her. The railings on the right side of the room quiver, then melt down into a brownish liquid. An invisible mold hugs and the cement to create a path leading to where I sit. The steps become solid in front of my very eyes. What was a piece of railing second ago is now a perfectly sturdy set of chairs, and Zhao wastes no time climbing down them. I must warn you, my beloved guests. There is a ward embracing my son's body. Should you attempt to harm him in any way, I cannot guarantee what will happen to you. My throat squeezes down a gulp. It takes of its own accord. Father smiles tenderly as he steeples his hand. There is no hesitation in him. The void in my stomach twists as I vaguely consider what would happen if he sensed any ill intentions coming from me. Zhao fidgets, removing his hand from his pockets and taking a step closer to my seat. I can see my reflection in his jacket, tired eyes and a gaping, swollen mouth. I barely recognize myself. He awkwardly raises a hand at me. Hey. He shuffles his feet. His eyes don't meet mine for long.
I'm, Zal.
Thank goodness I pronounced something right. Natali. God, this is like a fever dream. So, do you want me to explain what you know? What are you going to do to me? He bares his teeth in a grimace. Slightly rosy cheeks flower into a deep crimson.
Well, if you say it like that, it sounds like I'm gonna do something horrible.
I don't know what the fuck you about to do, Zhao. Explain to me. I mean, I'm in the dark here. You could be. Shit. Y'all don't trust me, I don't trust y'all. What you thought? This must sound weird, but I can, know about stuff when I touch it. So that's what I'm hoping I can do to you. I figured as much. What kind of stuff? What you're made of? Chemical compositions? I can also learn how your body functions or if you're sick. I think. You don't sound too sure. I've tried it on my cat a few times, but never on, you know. His slender fingers shyly gesture at me. And what's the worst that could happen exactly? Nothing, I think. It's not supposed to be aggressive with what I touch or anything. I guess the worst would be learning nothing. I see. Okay. Come on, bro. She won't bite. Shut up. Squaring his shoulders after shooting among a withering glare, he jabs his hand out right in front of me. Your hand? I arch an eyebrow? That's right, have some manners, please. That's better, that's right! I place my non-stabbed hand on top of his. His skin is soft and his fingers curl around mine quite nervously. Good to know I'm not the only one scared, I guess. His fingertips find the back of my hand, hesitant, trembling. I close my eyes, readying myself for any kind of pain as he squeezes my palm. I can feel my pulse, battling his own. The point where our hands meet tickles, and slowly the feeling turns sharp, like a pinch traveling all the way up my shoulder. It doesn't hurt. My skin is caressed by a faint wave of dew that sets the hairs along my arms pinned straight like a field of needles. There's a low thrum in my ears and a tingling nudge behind my eyes. Then comes a flash of light, a spark the color of the morning sky. Oh. A bluish, he looks adorable in this shot. A bluish glow takes over my arm, lighting it up from the inside. Every vein turns into a glinting, sinuous line brimming with my life. The orange and red hues of my backlit flesh bleed into blue. I can see all that lies underneath my skin, emanating a soft glimmer. His formerly gentle grip turns firm with the first reaction to it is to back away. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. His eyes are two beaming rays of cerulean light, lost in a vague point between my collarbones. Everything floats around us and stills. I can no longer tell his pulse from my own. We merge completely in an unknown sea, but I feel no fear. I drift away, letting the waves carry me, letting his eyes be my anchor. I'm submerged in frigid water, and the ice bites my skin. A voice tries to reach me. Fingers dance across the strings of an old and beloved instrument. Praise is given with the gentleness of a loved one. Then it arrives. Oh shit. Not my subconscious mind ratting me out. Grotesque, all-consuming, starved for millennia. It roars, straining against its shackles, tearing apart the very filaments of life. It lays in wait. It's been waiting for too long. Don't you think? The light within my arm dies in a single instant. The pebbles floating around us fall back to their natural place. The energy setting every nerve in my body on edge ebbs away. The last thing to fade is the shine of Zhao's eyes. His pupils contract. His shoulders slump. His consciousness seems to slip back to reality. He scrunches his nose in discomfort and releases me slowly, letting his arm fall limply to its side. Oh shit. What is it, son? Zhao. Zhao, you know my heart. Zhao, that tower is not me, Zhao. Don't incriminate me, Zhao! He squeezes his eyes shut a few times, clearing away the haze clinging to his expression. Things are not looking good for me. Things are not looking good for me. Things are not looking good for me. He doubles over right before me, hands shooting up to grip his head. I reach out when he kneels over, catching him before he can hit the floor. Zal? His dead weight pushes me back onto the chair as he stumbles on top of me. The back of my head and the side of Zal's hit the stone amidst a chorus of horrified gasps. His eyes snap open. We're so close I can see every twitch and flicker of his pupils as he gazes deep into something inside of me. My chest stills. His eyes sink into my own, digging into the furthest reaches of my brain. I hear a soft whispering as his pupils turn white. Every other sound is drowned out by the thrum of his body, like a bolt of lightning caught within his rib cage. Huh? Zal? Are you? His arms snap up to stop her from coming any closer, but his eyes are still fixed on me, darting between images I can't see. I don't know how long he stays there, curled over me, hovering mere inches away from my face. He's not breathing. The glow disappears from his eyes once more. Air re-enters our bodies at the same time, and only then do I realize I'd been holding my breath just like him. Slowly the heaving of our chests subside, in sync once more. He looks at me, conscious, serene. His bangs caress my forehead, but my body doesn't register the tickle they leave behind. You. His expression doesn't change, set in absolute neutrality, but there's a glint of something behind those impassive eyes, a glint that sends a chill through my very soul. He knows. Zal? She's harmless. Zal! Oh my gosh, Zal! Lethargically, he straightens up with a steadying hand on the back rest of my seat. He blinks hard several times once more. Are you certain, son? He puts some distance between us and reaches up to the spot where he hit his head. The glance he throws my way vanishes any doubt that I had. He knows about me and the tower. Yeah. Zal looks away from me, stuffing his hands in his pocket. She's not going to explode or anything. Oh. The worst that can happen is that she, dies. Like, suddenly. Like dropping dead. I mean.
Wow. Way to put it, champ.
Damn. What do you want me to say? The balance is trying to, balance stuff.
Ugh.
Just don't say anything about death. Fine, she's like a non-wielder. Can't wield. Can't see. Pretty much harmless. As I suspected. Zal. Father closes his eyes. It's a moment of intimate thought. One everyone present respects. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness, oh me, oh my. We will take a recess now. I need some time to deliberate. With that being said, I'm going to take a recess. I have currently, y'all, been recording for 4 hours. I am hot. I'm a little tired. I do not have the most comfortable chair, so I'm starting to feel it as well. And it's been a lot of reading, and I literally feel like my voice is starting to go away. I thought that I could push through and I thought it was a demo. Is this a demo? Is this a demo? Oh, this feels like a full saga. So I think I'm gonna stop here right now because of earlier conditions that I just stated, and I will pick this back up soon. Like, I don't know, maybe a little bit later today I'll continue, maybe tomorrow, but I just need to take a break for right now. I'm very immersed in this story. But yeah, I think it's gonna get a little more juicy, and I'm gonna get some more information when I resume and hopefully finish in this next playthrough, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it for right now. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know how you're feeling about this series. Let me know how you're feeling about the characters. I appreciate Zal for that. I do. Like, Zal could have ratted me out, and obviously with the reaction that they have when the tower was mentioned before, either when they were discussing it, I don't think I brought it up. Yeah, I haven't brought it up yet. they were discussing this tower, and they like feel this fear when talking about it. So imagine if Zhao would have just like, oh my gosh, like this girl is connected to the tower, like they would have threw my ass to, what was that, the Redstone, the damn high security prison. Like they would have threw my ass under that shit. So Zhao, I appreciate you. Like, thank you. Like, Zhao's looking out for me. But I feel like at the same time, even though I'm associated with that thing, with the tower, he knows that I don't pose a threat. Hopefully I don't. But he knows I don't pose a threat to them, like, or the realm. Maybe he doesn't really know how I'm connected to it, but he knows that my intentions are not malicious in the least bit. So I think that's why. I don't think it was like him betraying his family. He was looking out for me for whatever reason. I don't know, because he don't owe me nothing. But I appreciate that. But yeah, we're gonna call it for right now. I look forward to continuing this story later, and I'll see y'all next time.